Hello and welcome back to Roll Call.
Roll call.
Roll Call.
Roll call.
Pretzels. There we go. I was star for a moment.
Oh.
I thought we were gonna get away from the goddamn pretzels.
You can't
Why
get away from
pretzels,
pretzels.
though?
Pretzels.
You think there's not a traveling pretzel stand on this random encounter table? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Lee Horrible.
God.
I don't know how I would DM that. Thank you guys so much for being here this week. We're excited to be back, and I know we're down a little bit. We'll have another one joining us, but welcome to our show of the evening, our Slivers of Fate campaign. But before we get into it, let me start hitting buttons and Skye, get to talking.
Hello, I'm Tristin. I'm gonna be doing Tristin stuff today. Ha 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 ha! Look at my
Hi,
beard.
Tristin.
Hello. Last week we played D&D. That video went up on YouTube on Monday. And next week there is no D&D.
There's no D. That's my B, guys. My B.
Boo. And normally this is where I'd say, well, we have no D&D, but we do have Vampire the Masquerade, but we don't.
Joke's on you.
Joke's on you. Why? Because this weekend, next week, we are taking a 2-week break for Vampire the Masquerade. But week after that, we will be back and ready to go. We will also be back with more Dungeons and Dragons the week after that as well. So no shows next week. However, you can catch last week's episode of Vampire. Should have come out on Wednesday on our YouTube.
Wednesday.
Outside of that, also check me out. I'm Cymeric, what up? Over at the RPG table where we are going live with Season 6. Halfway into September, like the 16th or whatever the hell that Saturday is. Twitch.tv/the RPG table. So get ready for that. Outside
We're
of
professionals
that,
here.
I think that's done. It's because I didn't have the mask.
You didn't have the
Yeah,
mask.
I didn't have the mask. Didn't
It's
have the
ruined.
beard. Don't have the timber. Don't have the.
You don't have the.
I don't have the Tristin.
You have the Riz.
The Riz. Yeah.
You don't have Tristan's Riz. You have Cyrus.
I have Cyrus, which is very.
That makes it sound like you're
Tristan
Osiris.
Triz, then?
Triz. You just
Triz
call him
and Cyrus.
Triz.
I've been
Yeah,
compromised.
What?
We found out.
Hey, what?
Get the nets!
Oh shit.
Alien
oh
alert.
shit. Oh shit. Well, guys, if I end up different, if we go to break and I come back and I'm acting different, we know why.
That depends on how different. Like,
I don't
if
like
you get
this.
good things out of it,
I'm
then
alone
I'm okay with it.
I'm alone in the studio.
Comes
with
back
them.
from break. Ha ha ha! Hello, this is Brandon. Totally legitimate Brandon.
Hello, I am normal Brandon. Do not worry. I've always had this voice. What do you mean?
See, but the thing is, you would do that. So
I
I
definitely
would think it's normal.
Exactly. It's terrible.
Now, if you gave us a random level up, then I'd be like, wait a minute, but it's a level up.
That's
so I
right.
wouldn't
That'd
say
be really
anything.
weird if you'd gave us a really random level.
I'd
up.
say,
So-
wait a minute,
so,
but I'd let it
hey.
happen and then ask questions.
Commit to the bit.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I feel
Brandon,
like
commit.
if I don't do it now, I lose no matter what happens.
You must cry wolf, Brandon.
Yes.
Oh, man.
This is how we got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
And just plays like that TikTok audio for that. Okay. So now that we've gone through everything, let's get back into the world of Laplear and our Slivers of Fate campaign. Splash, splash. Where we last left off, you all had discussed with Orathal Thorn, Duke Leopold Thorn's brother, Rin's uncle, about the incident involving Rin's death and questioning him about his brother and his, somewhat connection to things. You also discussed your next course of action and how you be going from place to place and where you would be going. This does give you now the time and chance to, on this journey, discuss more about what your ultimate plan is, as you now have about a week and a half of general travel time, Claw's familiarity with the concept of forests, which I just say as a DM, no, I find that to be a hilarious thing that, like, oh, I'm a ranger, my preferred terrain is this. any forest I go into now. I know it.
I'm gonna make this forest my bitch.
With Claw, it does expedite your journey into that week and a half because you are going quite a distance without a train. And a lot of it you can't go at a quickened pace through unmade roads some of the time. So, we do actually have our handy dandy map. So for everyone at home, I'm going to zoom out real quick. This is the world of Laplear. I don't think I've ever shown this on stream.
No.
I don't think you have.
This is
Oh
the
my God,
world
it's
of
a map.
Laplear, everyone. For everyone at home, we started right here. And you guys went up and down there, and now we are over here. And I'm just zooming in so everyone can see where our team is headed to and from. So
Into the thick
they
of
were
it.
in Braum. And you guys are heading up around this because, unfortunately, that's just a track that goes through the mountain. Unless you guys want to try and hoof it next to the train. I imagine you will be going eventually around
What,
that.
you mean do a potentially TPKing thing?
Guys, we're just going on the track.
Obviously,
Nice
we
knowing
have the
ya.
power
We
to
can have
stop
a
that
Stand By Me
leaving.
episode. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We're good. So there are roads that go to Braum, and Braum does have a road from Braum to Aberrant, sorry. And then up and around into Dramic. But since you guys want to go from A to B as discussed, you will be going a good portion. You're going to follow the road this way and then eventually cut off to not have to go up and around this whole thing. So you will leave the wooded area to go more mountainous coastline up and around to Dramic.
Wouldn't it
Got
just
it.
make more sense just to follow the coast?
You can. It's not as resource heavy, and your movement advantage by having Claw with you would be negated.
Gotcha.
So with Claw, your movement through a wooded area, which is the base of the mountain where Braum sits, north and then west as you can, expedites your process.
Okay.
But you are more than welcome to go the way you want to go on the coastline. It just means that I get to add more rolls.
Yeah, no.
Journey.
Don't listen to me.
Yeah, we'll see you there. Good luck on your travels.
Oh man.
Because if you recall, you guys, it took you about 2 weeks to get over to Lumbra.
Yeah.
And so you guys are going a pretty good distance, but the reason you're going so much faster is because this is wooded.
Yeah. Got it.
Let's do this thing.
So, just as some general information that you would have gotten before leaving, you would have been told that there is because as you know, Braum is a very, I wouldn't say backwater town, it is a very secluded village. There is not a lot of civilization between Braum and Aberrant. So there's a lot more wilderness and wild things, and hasn't been explored or gone through really, because there's not a need for the materials in here due to the amount of the rest of the sliver itself since before the war even happened. So it's been over 100 years since, for some of the areas in between Braum and Aberrant, that has been been touched or messed with at all. It would have been skewed to you without going through the whole RP of it all. It would have been skewed to you more as governmental neglect and somewhat respecting nature, but mostly neglect. Why there isn't more of a connection or civilized area over in this wooded connection point.
Got it.
You would know that there are you would warned that there most likely would be some sort of thug gang presence in the area, because that's a large span of unreally monitored area. You would also know that typical monsters and large beasts would also, because no one's touched it in all that long, could easily be there. Now, none really come over to where Brahm is due to its not so inhabitable area for most animals and monsters, because it's in the side of a mountain. But the area beyond is not so explored. So we begin, and I'm not going to be rolling the D20 this time. I'm going to be calling on you guys.
Ooh.
Sweet.
So I'll let you know. There is no rhyme or reason to how this encounter table is made. So if I know you would never fudge it. But if the off chance you feel like you want to, you might fudge yourself into a very bad time.
I rolled
So
55.
be careful.
So what I'm hearing is not 20 TPK.
Maybe.
Sweet.
Nat 20.
Let's do this.
Okay. So
It's a nat 1.
you had maybe also a TPK. There's no balance to this.
All nats are TPK.
Guys, I got bad news. They're all just say TPK.
There's like one on there that says beach day.
Yeah, there's one beach day. There's
And the
one
rest
level
is
up, and the rest are TPK.
We just each
Awesome.
rolled beach day over and over and over again.
God, wouldn't that be wild?
We just walked the coast of the beach.
Hey,
The beach? What?
Typhoon,
Yeah.
give me a roll. Give me a D20.
You want a D20, a D12? Are you sure about this? Is this your final offer? 16? I get to add a plus to this.
No, 16?
Yeah.
Okay. So on day one, when you are continuing to head down as you leave Brahm in the early morning, the crisp fall air has definitely washed over as you go down. It's a little bit warmer because you're not as high up, but there definitely is that chill in the air and that very crisp, nasal sensation as you take in the cold air. The trees around here do change color. It's not like over on Saluna in the northern half, where the trees were all made of different kind of trees that either aren't really affected by cold and don't change leaves, or some magical purpose don't change leaves. Here, the woods are. It is still currently not far enough into fall where everything is starting to fall off entirely and you're in a very bare wooded area. It's just on the cusp of maybe by the time you get to Dramic, most of the leaves would be fallen off here. And you walk on. There is a small road that goes for a little while, but that's just to make it to the tracks, where there is a service station / one of the small stations for people of Brahm if they need to get on the train. But it is expensive to get on the train, and the train has to recognize you as a stop. So you all follow along as you reach the base of the mountain, following along the road as far as you can. And as you are walking, the morning sun beating through the gaps in the leaves, you see an older looking human. He is walking with a walking stick, a small unlit lantern at the top of his gnarled staff with many branches. You see him off, and he is kind of like using the bottom of his stick to tap at a rock, and just tick, 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 tick. Ooh, tick, tick, tick. Ooh, tick, tick, tick. He is technically next to the road. You don't have to pay him any mind, but he appears to be an older human. The cloak he has.
Is he walking towards us, or is he walking with us?
Oh, he's just kind of on the side of the road.
Just chilling.
Well, he's
We're
standing,
approaching him.
tapping at something. He has a bag on another end of the gnarled stick. His cloak, semi-ratty, but nothing like it's not destroyed. He is not wearing shoes. He is very, very dirt-covered, hairy feet with, as you can see from a distance, large tufts of white hair. And his hood is currently up, so you can't see his full face. But what you can see is as it comes out over, like, in the distance, you can see a longer, curled up white beard. He's just tapping at it.
What time of day is it?
Earlier in the morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Yeah. Well, good morning to you. I'm doing all right. I'm having a talk with Bennington here.
Who's Bennington?
Bennington is my rock friend.
Is he telling you anything interesting?
Well, he was telling me that there's a mysterious presence that was on the mountain about a week and a half ago.
He's not wrong.
Is he right? He knows things. I'm telling him about the squirrel I saw the other day.
What was so special about the squirrel?
Oh, he was speaking some language I didn't understand. Sounded something like... I don't really know.
Can I
It was-
please insight this gentleman?
Oh, 100% give me insight.
Okay, thank you.
Are you sure it wasn't a druid in wild shape?
Oh, well, that would be wild.
You're punny.
23.
23, what are you trying to insight?
I'm trying to insight if he's... I don't want to say crazy.
If he's
I'm
unattached
saying-
If
from
he's
the material
unattached
plane.
from the reality, or if he's actually, like... Or at least if he believes, like...
You can tell he genuinely believes in what he's saying.
Okay.
If you're looking for, like, is there a hint of untruth, there is none.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Give me Arcana with that if you'd like.
Sure. Yeah, I'll do Arcana. That's only a 19.
Don't worry, guys. It's only a 19.
Listen, for me, that's pretty bad.
Pretty sure I rarely roll 19s on Arcana when I need to. With an Arcana, as he taps his staff, there is bits of magic that...
Got it.
And when he, like, rests his staff on the rock, you see just a little magical wibble. Well...
Do you like live around here, or?
Oh, yeah, I live about 10 miles that way. And, like, points north.
What are you doing over here?
I don't know. I was just walking around and I ended up over here. I was
You
talking to
visited-
one of the trees.
Or you just really like nature?
Hey, you could say that. I don't
Have you
really
ever
like
been to
people.
Oh, you don't like people.
I go sometimes.
They just had a festival for worshiping rocks.
Oh, I missed it. Damn it. That's what
I'm
I was
sorry.
doing before. I got sidetracked.
Next time.
Yeah. Now, maybe I'll move my home over here. Where are you
I mean-
going?
Well, I'm just traveling. I think we're trying to head over to.
We're
Dramek or-
traveling to Dramek.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going up to the port town. Oh, that'll be fun for y'all youngins. It's quite the sight.
I have a question.
Oh.
Your rock.
Yeah.
What? I'm just curious. You said that it told you about an entity up on the mountain.
Yeah.
Is it connected to the mountain?
Well, all Earth is connected to the mountain in some way.
Well, I suppose technically that's true. It's kind of rare that rocks communicate.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. Well, this is just, you can't see his whole body. He's very large.
Oh,
He's also over there, and over there, and I think he's over there. And he's just, what's your passive perception?
passive perception is 17.
So you see he does point out a few different rocks that appear to be not on, but up through the dirt.
Could I do a history check?
Sure. What, trying to historicize?
Trying to historicize if there is some type of sentient creature that could have a rock-like exoskeleton that burrows underground and could potentially have that rock-like exoskeleton peek up from the ground, I guess. That's what I'm trying to...
Is there a certain monster you're trying to go for?
Not a specific one, no, but
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah, you can roll me that.
History. Oh, that's only a 13.
With a 13, technically, there's a lot of things that could be.
Okay.
I mean, some of which are monster-like. Could be some sort of, stone elemental. It could be some sort of, like, adapted monster or beast that has, like, changed its physiology. Could be ghosts in the rocks, technically. There are spirits that inhabit the rocks itself, but aren't an elemental or anything like that.
Got it.
So there quite a few things. Could be something you don't even know.
Yeah. So John will just kind of nod, not like he understands, but like just kind of nod, like I suppose that's the thing.
Definitely thinks he's crazy.
Well, have you said that you live north? Have you had any troubles on your route south?
Well, what do you mean by trouble? Like I got a splinter in me? Because holds up his hand. I've got a real bad one.
I can help you
Take
get
care
it
of that
out.
for you.
Oh, that would be too wonderful, please.
But no, I didn't mean something as minor as a splinter. Maybe like if there's. Did you have any real issues on your travels? We heard there was. We heard that there was potentially a gang of thugs in the area. Any issues like that?
Well, they don't generally bother me, but yeah, there's some people who live around here. There's also beasts, but they're my friends, kind of. But I smell too bad, they say, to eat me.
Oh.
It hasn't kind of hit you because you guys are upwind from him, but as he approaches to, like, Nari for you to fix his hand, he smells real bad.
Okay. Would cure wounds take a splinter out?
100%. Any healing spell would do it.
Do you want to use a spell for a splinter?
Well, I'll attempt to get it out first.
Honestly, I can
Just
help
my
you.
nails.
with
Only
it.
medicine.
I was gonna sleight of hand it.
Well, as
I
she
don't
comes
know
up and
my
shows
medicine.
you, this is a one that's gone like under skin and like become impacted and
I was
semi-infected.
gonna use my thieves' tools and a knife.
Okay. So that's a natural 20 for 27.
Oh
Damn.
yeah, you grew up literally in a town, in a city, inside of treetops.
Put a whole like Hello Kitty style
Like you got a
Hello.
whole thing going on where splinters. You know how to, like, splinters get everywhere when people are messing around, and you take any sort of sharp implement that can cut, and you do a perfect like cut over it, just over the part, the thinnest part of the skin, cuts it, cleans it, and then like takes the whole thing out. The splinter was actually like this long, but it was like
Oh my god.
super fine at the tip, so it was like up in his wrist.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah, I hate splinters.
And you take it on, he's like, "Oh, that's great, thank you so much.
Not
Hey,
a
let me
problem,
give you
sir.
a token of my appreciation."
Okay.
And he'll like go for his bag and like open it up and just, I wonder what I have.
We don't require any type of exchange of goods. For
No,
this.
no, it's the law of the forest. You give, you get. Oh,
Hey,
here you
Claw, is that
go.
legit?
And we'll hand it looks like an acorn.
My thank you, sir. I appreciate this.
You're welcome. I was from a dead tree, now you have a new tree.
We'll have to find a good place to plant it.
Yeah, probably not around here, though. We got enough of them.
Fair enough.
It's fair.
Sorry, Tim. Just points at a random tree and says that. Hey, is there anything else I can help you find people with? Why are you half naked? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Looks at Dragonheart. Yeah.
We asked the same question.
No, I think that's all. Just friendly chat.
Yeah, all right. Well, be careful out there.
No, you as well.
Hey, thanks. I think we're gonna make 2 houses. Can you have 2 houses? Is that against the... I'll figure it out. Just
I support that. You can have as many houses as you want.
tap along on the rock. Okay, see you later. And just hobbles off.
As we cross
What a
through,
strange old man.
as we cross through the area of the rocks, John's just for safe reasons is just gonna be like, "Thank you for passage." Just
I'm gonna answer. You're welcome. Oh,
Roll me Arcana as you say that.
I'll be right back. 1 second. I need to go upstairs and get something.
23.
With a 23, as you say thank you for letting giving us passage, letting us pass, you see an area that was like a stony wall, kind of like where a rock tumble had fallen and like kind of cuts your path off a little bit. You see it just like just gonna leave that to yourself.
I will, for the moment.
Yeah, and you guys have a little bit of a clearer journey. You don't have to go around like this roundabout way. You can go straight through the rock, pretty much. Saves you about 45 minutes of travel going around it. It's pretty big. And you guys continue on and make camp for the night. I'm not going to have us do things every night. So we're to this first night. You guys don't have to worry about anything. You guys get your long rest. If there's anything you guys would like to discuss after traveling, you 3 may discuss.
Question. Since we're not for you, for Typhoon actually.
Who's just stepped away?
Oh, did he?
Wait.
Dang it.
Did he come back?
Did he come back?
Typhoon, come back.
Why are you crying?
Oh, are you back?
Yes.
Okay, so as we take this first night of long rest, I know that last session when we were still in Brahm, Typhoon had started writing a letter to his
Yes.
sister. Is he still working on that letter?
Yes. He's trying to compile all his thoughts, feelings, and past history into a book-long letter, basically.
Is there is that something that he would be working on that night?
Yeah. Probably during the travels, especially because there's not much of a nightlife out here.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, seeing that John would just ask "Oh, I see you're writing something."
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, since I found out my sister's alive and kind of past that was somewhat past that shock. I figured, why not write what I remember from our past and what I've been up to since. And I don't know, maybe write her a letter if I'm able to ever send her a letter.
Would I know if people being kept at Campania would be able to receive letters, and if so, if those letters would be read by others?
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes. Okay.
So if someone has enough sway or pull, they can get those bypassed.
Got it.
You can either stop someone from receiving any information,
Okay.
or you can also stop them
People
from
from
checking.
reading it. Okay. John will say, I actually think that that's a wonderful idea. You should know, though it is possible to send a letter. It's very likely that someone at Campania would read it prior to distribution.
I mean, that makes sense. This letter is more so for whenever I can get her out of there. Just, like, I guess a little biography of my life and what I've been going through. And then I guess my thought process through all this. I would like to write her an actual letter to let her know I'm out there, that I'm here. Well, I didn't think with it being such a big, like, security thing that they accepted letters, but if they will accept letters, I will 100% love to send her a letter, just to let her know that I'm here, somebody's waiting for her, somebody's gonna help her. Well, without saying too much information.
I also would be concerned about that too, considering the confusion
Connection.
regarding your family's line of work.
Do you recommend I should wait a little bit?
It may be a good idea to hold on to it for now. I do think that writing out your experience for her is a very good idea, but I would wait before
Writing the actual letter to send her.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Especially people are gonna read it and they know of my past plus my family's so-called history. I'd probably be in there right next to her.
Potentially that is my concern, yes. I would just exercise caution because of course I would.
I mean, that's fair, and I do appreciate that. I know you're always just trying to look out for us.
Well, I hope that you also find writing this out to be a bit cathartic for yourself as well.
It is, and it's eye-opening to see, I guess, from an outsider, like not outsider, but an outside perspective, looking back, like, I guess every shit that I went through. Though there were a lot of good times, you know, and still the downtime. So.
Yes, a little reflection can kind of put things in better perspective.
Yeah, and it also helps you choose what you're gonna do in the future. That's like he kind of zones out a little bit, thinking of what he's gonna, because he's stuck between this decision of does he want to go back to pirating one day with his crew, his family that he grew up with that raised him, or with his family's sister. So you see that kind of reflection.
I mean, if he's putting that out there, I mean, would a passive 15 insight kind of maybe pick up on the illusion?
That is up to Typhoon.
I would totally let it. He's not hiding it. He's
Okay.
completely open about it.
John would just kind of nod, and I may not entirely understand the appeal of returning to that sort of lifestyle, but I will say that I do understand the appeal of returning to a sense of familial bonds that you may have because of that lifestyle. Ultimately, I think that you're going to make the best decision for yourself. But reflection's good regardless.
Yeah, and I know, obviously, pirating is illegal. It's not a good thing. And though there are great men on there, there really are great people on there. But it's really just like they saved me and then raised me, you know? So that was my family for years upon years. And so there's always going to be that connection. There's always going to be wanting that longing for family, you know. But then there's also blood family that I found out I now have that I want to save, I want to protect, and I want to do everything I can for her. And I want to be seen like when she looks at me as like a good figure. Like we made it out of that hell, and I'm doing good, not bad.
I hope that you don't misunderstand me. Being somebody in my position, obviously I choose to follow the law, but the truth of the matter is that not people can follow the law and be bad, and people cannot follow the law and still be good people.
Mm. Yeah, that's very fair.
Morality and legal ethics are two different things, and I hope that you understand that when it comes to my opinion anyway, that I don't think necessarily any certain way about your history because you're a pirate. That's not where my concern really lies. I just don't know you all that well as an individual to see whether or not what kind of person you are. I'm hoping that spending more time together we can really find that out.
Yeah, and that's fair. I feel like since we've met, we've just kind of been, not to say on the run, but constantly moving besides Brahm.
Well, constantly moving or possessed by cursed objects or other stuff.
Yeah, that was fun at all.
I know that wasn't your fault.
It's just rough too, because it sucks. 'Cause I feel like I'm causing an issue so many different times. And I'm not always trying to. Like I'm trying to do the right thing sometimes, but then it just it doesn't go the way you plan it, you know?
Life often doesn't go the way you plan it. We all want, well, I say we all, but some don't. But most of us, most normal people in the world want to do the right thing. We want to be accepted by society. We want to fit in somewhere and have family and emotional connection with others. And sometimes in our endeavor to do that, we don't make the right choice, but it's not because we're bad people. It's just because we don't know all the answers.
Yeah. I do want to do good. I want to do a good job. Just kind of live to the best of my person that I can.
That's a good aspiration to have.
But no, I definitely appreciate you. I even appreciate you coming up and talking to me.
Yes. Well, I'll let you get back to your letter writing.
All right. See, well, have a good night if you're going to sleep. I don't know whose watch it is right now.
Oh, I don't know, but I need a tight 8 hours, so I'm going back to bed.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll do the first watch.
I don't know if we're gonna do watches.
See, this time we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
For this time. But I do love that Nariana's like, I got it. I'm here
Well, it
for
makes
it.
sense because they were doing their thing, and so I was like, let me
Yeah.
just pretend I'm on watch or something.
Okay, so we go to the next day. Who, odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds.
Odds. I said odds.
I love how we
Okay.
all agree.
You get a roll.
I had to roll. All right. TPK.
Oh my God.
12.
Oh, okay.
I love that look. I love that look. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. I gotta edit some real quick.
All
You
right.
have to edit something, huh?
I love it.
How good or bad was it, Brandon?
It was bad. It was very, very bad.
Very, very bad.
Okay, don't worry. RP was great. Guys, focus on the and calm.
You
Koi
gotta
Moon.
stay-
Oh, yes! Thank you!
Wait, what is
Perfect.
it?
Timing.
Koimun redeemed DM sings, so Tragic
yeah.
gets to sing during combat, which I'm assuming we're about to get into, baby! Let's go. Did I choose the
Wait, is
TP
it
option?
is
You
it my
be
combat
Claw.
that I recommend?
I will absolutely be Claw.
No, it's not.
Oh no! No!
What?
No!
What?
I refuse.
You gotta be Claw.
I refuse.
You gotta be
I don't
Claw.
want to.
Okay.
Fine.
I need to say, hold on. I need to set the scene and change something up real quick.
Sing me a song, Brandon.
Yeah. Oh, and a hydrate.
Hydrate.
So before I
Oh.
get into combat, thank you.
Oh,
I
and
need to
stretch.
need
Thank you,
to
Mo.
stretch out and
I just felt my
wet my pipes
on.
before I have to sing in combat.
I
hit you
don't
with that.
have water.
Naughty, naughty.
Okay, I owe a hydrate.
All right.
That's for everyone.
As you guys go your second day of travel, now everything is perfectly fine. Nothing really gets in your way. There are no real issues as you make your way no longer on a constructed path, but you make your way through finding longer straightaways and areas to be in, using Claw as your survival guide, where you come upon what appears to be in the middle of this clearing a kind of carcass of something. You can't quite make out what animal it is at the distance you are, but this is in not a large clearing, but a decent sized pocket between the trees where you can look up and you can see the sky. But it's getting later in the evening. What do you do?
You said it's a carcass.
It is currently a carcass. Claw would let you know that if they wanted to go around, if this was like, if they don't want to go over it or around, it would take a little bit to go completely around.
Is that big of a carcass?
Oh,
No. If you're going like towards it, it's not that big of a. I mean, if you wanted to like not go through a clearing with a carcass in it.
And it's too far to like identify from here.
At where you currently are, yes.
I'm gonna roll perception of the area.
Cool.
We need binoculars. Or a spyglass.
For perception +7, so that's 22.
With a 22, with the perception looking at things, there are several disturbed bushes and broken branches of things. So whatever happened with this happened recently-ish. You can't quite get a good timing on when. But there's not anything still over by the carcass hidden by the body. You can tell that. There's nothing in the clearing except for the carcass. What do you do?
So,
I think we should avoid this.
You want to go around it?
Yeah.
John will like shrug. All right.
As you begin to try and back up and maneuver the cart, there are a few figures that you find behind you in the decent sized path that there is, that you'd have to backtrack, because you do have a full cart with you, and that's what is making traveling through the woods generally would be super difficult to try and get a cart through an uncleared woods.
Right.
Claw is making this possible, but Claw is not able to bend the nature to her will, so there are times you have to back up and find a new straightaway or longer path you can take the cart through.
She's an earthbender.
Behind you, You see two gnarly teethed, hunched over hyena-like people, which you all would call gnolls.
Oh, is that what a null is?
Yes. That would be what they're hyena-like.
Does Dragonheart still have his Null mask on?
I don't think,
I think
he does. Does he still have
I
Null?
thought he did.
I think he does.
I think he does.
Is he still the Null or is he Dragonheart? Because I thought he was
I don't
Dragonheart in town.
remember. I thought he
No,
was
he
the
was-
Null.
He was the null when we got into town.
Yeah, because remember he said he's trying to spread the null. Wait, that sounds
Mhm.
wrong. The name of the null.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, people made... I had conversations with
But
him
I don't
about the
remember. I don't
dragon
remember if he said he had wanted to travel as the Null. And
I
we
don't
had
know
s- I
that
don't,
either.
Yeah,
I know in town he was Dragonheart.
That's fine. I
people
just
made...
I couldn't remember. He's sleeping.
I'm kidding.
He's Sieben. So no, he's Dragonheart. I don't
Okay.
know if he wanted to do the Knoll closer to town. That's one thing, but
Gotcha.
you're out here in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
It's kind of like looking at the kind of twitchy. There's just two of them in the road right now.
You think if we throw like some food, they'll run away like dogs?
But we just tried talking to them.
Or might just be better to move forward.
Okay. Let's do that.
Like that's kind of a trap, but you know.
With anyone
they
with
kind
a
of snuck up behind us.
Passive perception over 13, because I rolled shit.
Yeah.
Me.
You will see two very different looking gnolls wearing different armor, not so much armor, holding different weaponry, are now on the side where the clearing was. You're kind of pincered.
I lean over. Called it.
We're just gonna just see this and pop on some mage armor.
Okay.
I'll do it subtly too, if I can sleight of hand that.
Oh, yeah. You're also in the cart.
Okay, well then fair. Yeah, then I'll just do it. Yeah.
Done.
Yep.
You hear, beside coming from the right side, a very large, like, not like a high-pitched clap, but very muffled, more like two paws coming together. As you see a rather semi-distinguished looking bear person come out. Well, well, well. Looks like we got ourselves a new wagon, boys. The werebear will speak.
No, the fuck you don't.
Do you say that?
Yes, I fucking do.
Oh, we got some fighting, and we were gonna let you go for your horses and your carriage.
You're not touching Frankie.
Well, I guess then. Boys, we're eating 2 times today.
I don't think you want these horses.
We weren't gonna eat the horses.
Well, I'm just saying you probably don't want them either.
Yeah, these horses are special.
They're
On
not.
a mission.
They're not great.
Roll me.
Deception.
Do you think they're great? Does John
I don't
think they're
think
great?
that John
Not
would think they're
really.
great.
In persuasion.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
There's the difference between deception and persuasion.
I don't think John thinks they're great. I'm gonna be honest.
Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, the werebear will go, all right, then I guess we'll let them loose. And we're... Right, Gut, you're going to be pulling then. One of the gnolls at the front, like where you guys are backtracking towards, goes,
Oh, I don't think you want the cart either.
why not?
You ever get a cart and it's just got that really squeaky wheel, and it's just you can't stop it no matter how much oil you put on it, and it just keeps you up all night, and it's just grating in your ear. It just goes on and on.
No.
Well, you don't want
We're also
to.
carrying some sick people, and it's in the cart, and I don't want you to catch it.
I'm getting the end since y'all are stalling or trying to talk me out of this. I am a werebear.
You're about to be aware of the sickness. I'm trying to help you.
All right, boys, let's get them. They're not getting out. Everyone roll initiative.
I couldn't help that.
And there's a bunch of sick people in this car.
Be aware of the sickness. Oh, that's really good. I got
That's
25.
really bad.
Oh, okay.
All right, hold on. I gotta roll 4 fucking initiative rolls. Hold, please.
Oh, no, you're just doing...
Oh, I was gonna do Teresa and Dragonheart too. Just Claw. Okay.
Give me a simple person. I can help.
I rolled a 2.
Oh my.
You sure you
Yeah,
rolled a
roll really
natural
bad.
1?
No, I rolled a 2. I don't have anything to my initiative.
Oh, damn, that's real bad.
I didn't know that was possible.
Hold on before I get your guys's.
Werebear. So, who wants to be a werebear?
Rawr.
Rar. A rar.
Would it be? Wait, is that messed up? Because like you know how people take bear skins and do stuff. Is it
Yeah, if
messed
you
up
took
to
the
take
skin off a
werebear?
werebear, that's a little morally gray. I mean, some people would see it
It's
as
still
fine.
a bear.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get that, but morally.
Here's
yeah.
a question. If you skinned a werebear while it was in a bear transformation, would it revert back to a human skin when it was
Magic's dead. No, you take it off, bear skin staying that way.
We can.
dead? So would
milk
it
this.
stay as bear skin?
Yes.
Not human? Okay.
Ty, what'd you get?
25.
Damn. What Claw get?
Claw got 23.
Damn.
Hey, let's go.
Ariana.
2.
That's right. John.
John got a whopping 9.
Damn.
Let's spread out.
Okay, so Typhoon, it's your turn. I don't know why I did that tune.
I love it.
But
All
yes,
right, what's close to me.
we're gonna do Theater of the Mind for this one, everyone. Currently in front of you as you were driving into a pair of knolls. Pair of knolls. Closest one is probably one of those knolls.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go to one of those knolls. I'm gonna dash, or not dash, but like run over. I'm gonna whip out my rapier and just, with the force of the run, try to carry it through and pierce one of them. That's 17 plus.
Yeah, that'll hit. Dun, dun.
All right,
Yeah,
let's do
that'll
this.
hit. Dun, dun.
It's been a while since we've done combat. 1 sec. All right,
Been a while.
It's
Counts. It's still singing.
4d6. That's what it is. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, hold on. Oh crap! Oh, I almost dropped. Ooh. Okay, I got. That's really good.
Ooh, hit him.
Oh, get him. Okay, 8 plus 5. Oh, I rolled an 8 too. 8 plus 5 is
13.
13. Sorry, I was burping. 13 plus 6 is 19. Plus another 6 is 25. Plus 4 is 29. Plus 4 is 33. 33 damage.
How do you want to do it? That's bonkers damage for you, my guy.
Never hit damage like that before.
I buffed
never-
their health and you still
I
fucking
rolled
beat it.
2 6s and 2 4s on my d6s and an 8 on my d8.
Very
That's
nice.
the best roll. I would just like to carry like the momentum of the piercing through. I'm gonna say just directly through the heart, and like I guess like almost like a lunge jump on him, where his body kind of falls over and I'm standing over and pulling out my rapier. And then there is one still right beside me, right?
Yes, there is. And
So-
he's fucking pissing himself.
That tracks. I have a moon dagger. but
Oh
I'm not gonna activate
shit,
it.
you
I'm not gonna activate
do.
it just yet.
Oh,
I'm going
no.
to use my like the bonus action to attack with the dagger.
Yeah, rockin'.
It's just a flat roll, right?
Yes,
16?
that hits.
That's just 1d4 though. Let's see, where's my d4? It's always the d4s I lose.
How do you lose them?
because they're pointed and
Tiny
they hide
pyramids.
under the other ones. It's a 3 to damage. Wait, is there a plus? Sorry, 3 plus 4. It's 7 damage.
Solid, solid, solid. He's still up. He's still grooving. We'll see at the end if he's still moving.
I'm just dancing around him.
That's your turn, Ty?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's time for Claw Longtooth.
So Claw is going to... Yeah, she's gonna focus on the one that Typhoon just started digging into. She's gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And then start making attacks.
Hit me with your best
with her crossbow.
shot.
Yeah.
The dragon string heart.
I didn't think that was a bow. I thought that was something else.
Or no, you're correct.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a completely different thing.
I'm sorry, what now?
Nothing.
That's a nat 20.
Hey,
God damn it!
Do you want me to roll that damage first before?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh man.
14.
Can we get an achievement?
That's gonna be 19 on the damage.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Cool.
Holy fucking shit!
I've already used my bonus action, so I will then shift. So I can't reshift the Hunter's Mark, but I will shift my bow for my second attack onto one of the other ones.
Where Claw currently sits probably means that they can only shoot the werebear. There's people in the way behind her.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Unless you're gonna try and do a sick, nasty trick shot through
Nope. That's
the
fine.
carriage.
Yeah. She'll turn the bow onto the werebear.
Rocking.
That's pretty good. 27.
Yeah, that hits.
When you're watching this, can you clip this?
12 on the damage.
Solid. What happens is he gets struck from the side, and all he does is he bats an eye.
That sounds about right.
I love this so much.
That makes one of us.
You're doing so well, though.
It's really good, honestly. I'm thoroughly entertained.
It's taking all mental faculties. That's why I'm glad this got redeemed during this fight, because gnolls are pretty easy to run.
I see.
All right. So what you see behind you is a very muscular gnoll. His face is real beat up. He kind of looks like a troll. You see it get down in a runner stance. And then charge into your cart like a big old prance. And he is gonna enter inside, where John, he will find that you reside.
You're even rhyming.
That was pretty good.
It's all I got.
Solid.
Snap,
Dig it. Snap.
And you will notice, John, that he closes this distance between where he is and the cart with a mighty precision, as if it was an ability.
Fair.
He draws his short sword
Mm-hmm.
and says, "Begin to pray to your lord," and tries to stab you.
Cool.
Look, I can only do it in rhymed couplets like this. I can't do it.
You're doing fantastic.
How long is it? Am I free? Well,
I
I
thought
let
it's the
this
whole
curse
combat.
be. I hope it's not the whole comment. Yes. Gonna take 2 attacks with you.
Okay.
2 attacks with the sword, 1 attack with his mouth.
Okay.
First attack. 15 won't hit.
15.
Does hit?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 16 with your
Yeah.
armor.
Oh, it was only for a
because
minute.
it's 13 plus 2.
Oh shit! I've been saying way too long.
Yeah.
Damn. So yeah, first attack hits, short sword hits. Second short sword hits. To 13. That doesn't hit, right?
Okay. I will silvery barbs the second one.
Okay. Oh, it'll still hit.
Okay. I will still pass the advantage on to Nariana.
So,
What's that mean for
John,
me?
you get advantage on your next attack.
Gotcha.
If you next time you roll
Attack,
a D20.
ability, saving throw.
Yeah, next time you roll a D20, you can roll it twice, take the better.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he kind of takes this runner stance, and there is sort of a, like, not magical presence to him, but definitely a honed, trained hunter presence, and he will just bound into your cart, and immediately draws his blade and cuts, like, an X pattern into John before attempting to take a bite out of your shoulder, but you, after being cut, you kind of, like, dodge back a bit, and he misses. And you will take... Fucking hell. 6.
Perfect.
All that and only 6.
I rolled 2 1
Damage.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Okay, that's his turn. That guy's dead. You will see the other, more, like, nimbly dressed, just ever so slightly, than the knoll that is currently on you, pulls out a very large longbow, and will point towards the, like, start making a move around the cart to put Nariana in sight. So he is going to take 2 shots at you, Nariana. That's definitely not going to hit. This one might, though. Does an 18 hit?
Beats it.
So you will get 1, like, longbow shot into you for, there it is, 14 points of damage. The dice give it, the dice give
Yeah,
it.
right.
And you feel where he shot you kind of, like, inhibit your movement until you're, like for a little bit, as you pull it out and, like, deal with it, your speed is reduced by 10 feet. Okay. Well, Werebear's turn. Hey there, Claw, up at the front, who shot him. Will come over and, like, attempt to engage with Claw as she is, in the front-ish part of the carriage. And he is going to... Okay. He's going to take a great axe attack as he walks over and takes it off of his back. And he is also going to give you... he's going to attempt to bite Claw.
Okay.
The great
I
axe.
don't know why.
That will
Like
hit.
claw.
Okay.
It seems like
Okay.
an attack more than a person's name.
Does a 19 hit? Okay. So both will hit.
Why'd you ask?
Look, for some reason, I was like, is there a magical effect? No, that's a different, no. So, ooh, the bite is not fun. I kind of apologize.
That's
That
fine.
lies.
It's not my
Only
character.
kind of?
Yeah,
That's
like
not
I,
my character.
I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding. I'd feel really bad.
I blame the government.
I blame the government.
That's why we need that riot. Or not
That's
riot,
why we
you
need
know.
the rebellion.
The fucking rebellion.
how much health Claw got?
65.
That's 35 points.
Cool.
Jesus Christ.
Look, I may have when this came up. You made the joke about the TV cam. I'm like, if one combat tonight's gonna do that, the werebear might be able to take someone out. So yeah, just a solid like seeing this individual coming, like trying to like reload the crossbow. Claw kind of gets caught by the front, and just the great axe catches her in the side, and then just a massive bear bite to her like other side. John.
You said the guy in front of me is wearing armor, right?
Yeah, hold on.
Metal armor.
Let me double check what kind. No.
Damn it. All right. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. He's right there. I've got shocking grasp. I'm just gonna do the whole like anime like, shing, and then like hand out. Just yeah.
Okay.
That is a 22.
That'll hit.
Cool.
I hope so.
So it's gonna take 12 on the lightning, and it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Got it.
So John's gonna like, I don't know, fucking get out of the cart.
Yeah. You cut my clothes. Just
Right.
going out the back where no one else is now.
Cool.
These are my favorite.
I liked these clothes.
That it for John?
That is it for John. Could I though have Constantine take movement?
Yeah, I think normally it's a bonus action, but I'll let it.
Okay. I would like Bird Boy to take movement to help Claw, seeing that she just got wrecked.
Technically, yeah, no, ordering your familiar is a bonus action. You have a bonus action still.
Okay, then yeah, I'd order.
Yeah, I think give advantage.
Yeah.
So, are you doing advantage or disadvantage for him?
Probably disadvantage for him.
Okay.
Like make it more of a distraction area.
So, okay, so that it changes how he would react to a bird being there.
Yeah.
Hey, what the chick? Why's your face falling off?
Talk
Ariana.
about my face.
Yay! Finally.
Yeah, it happens when you roll a 2. You killed the person who rolled a natural 1 already, so you became last.
All right. Well, fine. I'm gonna attack the mofo that just attacked me.
He's at a range. So are you doing a magical spell against him?
No.
Because he shot you with a
wanna
bow.
Oh, he shot me with a bow.
Yeah.
All right. Who's closest to me? Within 20 feet.
In 20 feet. I mean, if you climbed out the front, it would be technically in the cart, since you're
I
closer
was
to
driving
the
the
front.
cart.
Yeah. So the werebear, and then currently in the cart is
The one that attacked.
the one that was attacked John.
All right, I'm
you
gonna attack
see-
this mofo.
Real quick DM moment. You see that Dragonheart and Teresa are taking care of 2 other regular gnolls that have shown up. That's why they're not in the cart.
Okay.
Got it.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm going after the one that went after John then with my mace of twilight.
Climbing into the back, you just click on your mace.
It's go time.
And that is, I can math, 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll fucking hit.
And hang on a second.
No, that doesn't hit. He's got special armor. Leave my boy alone.
It's been a while since we've done combat.
Been a while.
It's been a while.
Did you hit with your mace?
Yeah. I couldn't remember if it had charges or it has charges of something else plus the extra damage.
Yeah.
So I was looking up the extra damage. The
Are you doing
do
radiant or necrotic?
necrotic.
Got it.
So I'm just gonna roll all 3. Well, no. Well, the first regular damage is gonna be 5.
Okay.
And necrotic damage is going to be 6.
I want to do it.
I just want his skull to cave in.
Batters up.
So in the back of your cart, you kind of climb back there in your heavy armor. You just like kick this guy as he like kind of like can't really do anything as he's just spazzing out from the electricity. You kick his knee down so you have enough space to bring the mace in, and just. And there are now, since you said impact the skull, you've now painted the inside of the cart a little bit. Great.
That's fine. We'll clean it up later.
I'll help you with that later.
That guy's dead. Typhoon.
All right, how far am I away from the where?
Oh, you could get there.
But like how far?
I'd say probably like 20 feet.
All right, bet. I'm gonna run up and attack him, and then make some side comment like they should really push signs out about beware. Ha 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 ha. And then I'm gonna attack. 17.
Trying to pun this guy to death.
Yeah. Trying to like Spider-Man him real quick, just to get him off claw. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that one's okay-ish. Let's see. Where's okay, 1 + 5, 6. + 6 is 12. 7, 8 for 2, 9, 10 for 14 damage. And then I'm gonna use my dagger again on him. Flat roll ups. Oh, 17 again.
That'll hit.
And a 4 for that one. Oh wait, 4 plus 4. So another 8 damage.
Nice. You see, as you come over and you taunt him, he's like, "What? What the? You son of a bitch!" He's gonna come after you now.
Wait, I have 10 more feet. I back up 10 more feet because I was taunting him to come after me and get off the cart.
No, and you have the ability where you can leave and not get hit
without having to do a bonus action.
This bullshit.
Fuck you, Rogue.
I told you, I'm dancing around, bro.
Fuck you, Rogue. Claw's turn.
For Claw's turn, now that this werebear's up here and he hits like a bitch, Claw is going to bonus action shift her Hunter's Mark. And then she is going to... I feel bad doing this because she's not here.
Don't worry, she's only bloodied.
Yeah, I know.
Your cleric's here.
That's true.
Have her back off.
She is going to... Yeah, she's going to wild shape.
This is my first time seeing it.
Same.
As she will wild shape into a maned wolf.
Okay.
And Typhoon is within 5 feet of this guy, or somebody?
No, he backed up.
Nobody is. Okay.
I backed off.
Never mind then.
Sorry, I was trying
no,
to.
It's okay. That pack tactics. And yeah, I guess I'll do 2 bite attacks.
Yeah.
Typhoon, meanwhile, was taunting, and now his jaw dropped.
Yeah. So Nariana and Typhoon, you see just Claw kind of like look at their bloody and just begin to like shift as she normally does into like her shifter form, where she gets like the more maned wolf, but where it normally stops, and that's the end of the shifting, goes fully as you, Nariana, especially you notice this kind of like lunar moon like dust shimmer as it just ever so faintly happens as she transforms into a maned wolf and attacks this guy twice.
Okay, so I realized I rolled both attacks and I should have just started with one, but the first one was 18.
Yeah, I'll hit.
Okay. He needs to give me a DC 13 strength save.
When Nariana sees this, she's gonna yell, "You're beautiful, Claw."
Claw does not say anything.
As she begins to rip away from this man's flesh.
Typhoon's on the other hand, like, what the?
That strength save?
Yeah.
You said 13?
Yeah.
I got a fucking 12.
Cool. So I'll roll the second attack at advantage.
Damn it!
Both were 18s. I just so he's gonna take 8 points of piercing damage on the first, and then he is knocked prone. Second attack is going to be 21.
That'll hit.
It's gonna be another 10 on the piercing. As well, 10 and the 100, and then the 100. Wait, I didn't even add the 100's mark. Hold on.
Yeah, give me multiple d6s.
That's gonna be 7
Total for both hits?
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big chunk of damage.
Yeah.
So you just see this, rather large main wolf, because she's technically large, right? Is
yeah.
the main wolf large?
Yeah, large.
So you see this dire wolf-sized main wolf, so a very large main wolf, just tackle this guy to the ground and just, start ripping at him. And he's like, oh my, I didn't know you were one of us. I'm sorry. Okay. Now time for the one with the bow's turn. Seeing Claw do that, he is going to shift his attention around the cart and attempt to shoot Claw.
Okay.
When someone goes feral and starts eating your boss's face, that's kind of like a, oh shit.
Right.
I should do something about that.
First attack, I don't know, AC.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Oh, first one hits.
Okay. I'll roll con.
Second one misses.
Do you need to con on that? Do I?
Will take 10 points of damage and is slowed by 10 feet. Doesn't really matter to her right now, but she is slowed.
Got it.
10 points, I got it.
Just
So she's
glares
down to
over
20.
her shoulder.
What?
I said just glares at him over her shoulder.
Roll me intimidation.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're just glaring at the guy who just shot Claw on the side, and he looks up and sees that, I want to know how intimidating it is.
I mean, that was a 16.
So first off, it
Claw
wouldn't
was-
be she wouldn't be down to 20. If it's 10
Oh, you're
points,
correct.
her wild shape would
Yeah,
be down
never
to 27.
You're
yeah,
That was
yeah,
my
Correct.
next question.
yeah.
I rolled a 16. I mean,
Okay, he will note that, look at you worried, look at the boss, look at you worried, look at the boss, shake his head, and still point at Claw. But you could tell for a moment he was a little like, maybe I shouldn't shoot this thing.
got something for him.
Okay. So after him is the werebear, who was going to follow you, Typhoon, but is currently pinned under a very large, pissed-off wolf.
That tracks.
Does he have to make a strength, or is it just...
It just says knocked prone.
Okay, so he can get up then. He can
Yes,
spend his...
technically.
So he'll spend half movement to get up.
Yeah.
And was going to make a great axe and a bite again.
Okay. And there is still a disadvantage because of Constantine?
Yes.
Oh, I just had a. Oh,
You said 14.
Yeah.
Will hit.
Okay.
He meets it, beats it.
Okay.
I have just a general D&D question.
I have a general DM answer.
So fairy, I think it's fairy fly, right? Like it highlights things and people and whatnot, right?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
So like if I cast darkness on something, would the fairy fly? Would I still see it?
The fairy fire is magical light as long as the darkness doesn't have not every magical darkness snuffs out magical light.
Okay. If it was like what the dagger does.
Yeah, if you threw that dagger into darkness, you'd be able to see where it was.
Oh my god, I have plans for the future.
So main wolf takes 25.
So 2 points.
So still up
Yep.
at 2. Oh, Claw is looking... This form is looking very, very, very shaky.
All right, I gotta get over there.
What's this form? So wild shape, technically, unless this guy does some serious damage, will only will ship back in, but the...
So the damage done to wild shape eats at a different health pool.
Okay.
done. Yeah.
So Claw still has all 30 of her original hit points.
Yeah.
So right now, technically, you could think she has 32.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
John, it's your turn.
Okay. So we've got the guy who's shooting arrows and the werebear, right?
That's it.
Okay. John is going to got like 60 feet on arrow guy.
Yeah, you could. Oh wait, no, he's within. If you could get within 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, I'll get within 60 feet.
Yeah.
And John's just gonna look at Typhoon and just say, "You're right. There are sick people here," and cast Ray of Sickness at him.
John to Saren making a funny in the middle of
I'm
combat.
so happy right now. He just did a
Oh fuck yeah! I'm so glad that I cast that at 4th level because that's a natural 20.
God, this guy's fucking dead.
That makes Typhoon even more excited.
This guy's about to die in like every action movie where the bad guy gets like super toxined or super poisoned and he like blows up and like
Wonder Woman.
yeah.
Mm.
$46.
Yeah, his 22 hit points. You kill him 2 times over.
Cool. So he doesn't make death saves.
No.
You see
What
his
you-
soul.
John, what you see happen is as you push this just ray of sickness out, you feel a spiritual presence with you, as if like one of the spirits that you don't see or commune with often, but was holding on to some vengeance. It kind of clicks with you, and this guy was murdered by a gnoll. And so he accepts his afterlife and like moving on, and you help this lost soul find peace as he rides his spiritual energy rides your magic directly into this guy, and you get a sense that his spirit does pass on, but he takes that gnoll spirit straight to hell.
Following that, John is gonna shift until he's got like line of vision on the gnoll and claw.
Yep.
Or not the gnoll, sorry, the werebear and claw, and John's just gonna look at him, just kind of stony faced, because that's the kind of person he is. Just be like, "I told you you didn't want the cart."
Typhoon cheering in the background. That was totally freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Like the
as-
kid from Incredibles.
Totally wicked.
That was totally wicked.
Yeah, like the gnoll that you shot with this magic, just like black ichor just
like,
falling out of the
really
eyes,
bad.
goes to knees, like vomits and just like falls back. And then you just deadpan this werebear. Gonna roll something real quick.
Okay.
It's not getting away.
It's not his turn. Ariana.
Okay. How far away is the werebear from me?
If you cut back, I mean, you're in the cart, so you can easily get out to him.
Okay.
Just
So, is my speed still reduced or no?
Not, it was only for one turn, so you're fine.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. All right, so I'm gonna run up on this mofo and hit him with my Mace of the Twilights.
Okay.
kick his ass.
I love how
was a
you stabbed a man to death, stabbed 2 people with a knife, and have now been just backed up, just, yeah!
Dude, this is the first time he's seen John fight and a freaking wild shit. This is a really amazing moment right now.
17 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right.
Actually, this is the first time I've seen Nari fight too.
9 regular damage
Okay.
and 9 narcotic damage.
Ugh. Yeah.
How's he looking, by the way?
Looking bloody at this point.
All right. Well, just in case, I'm also going as bonus action, going to cast what's it called? The weapon thingy.
Spiritual weapon, and you're gonna hit it with a spiritual weapon?
Yes.
A spiritual
Fuck
mace?
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love it.
Oh my god, this guy's getting fucked up!
You done messed up, AA Ron.
Like, I know this
okay.
encounter wasn't super hard, but I imagined I would have taken one of you down more than this. But the fact y'all been rolling baller damage rolls.
That's really, we're just
That's
really
a
pushing it.
natural 20.
Hey!
So, what level did you cast the spiritual weapon at?
What is this, 4?
You're
No,
casting
third
it for,
level.
Oh, third. Okay, so it's just 2d8 then.
Okay.
You say if you cast it at 4th level, if say every 2 levels you upcast it, it gets an additional d8 of damage. So if you would have upcast it at 4th level, you would have done 4d8.
That's
Can I
stacks.
change that?
No.
You've already said it was third.
I know.
Cause I'm in 2D.
All right. Well,
Okay. He's looking not great. Top of the round, Typhoon.
I don't even know. I want to say something, but I can't physically think of anything. But I'm gonna say something funny, snarky, and go up. I'll attack him. Is he prone still or no?
No.
Or no, he got up, but he didn't get reproned, right?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
He might from Claw, though, next time they go.
12 plus 7? 19.
That'll hit.
Okay.
So you're rushing back in to stab him.
Yeah.
At advantage, technically, because you can
Oh,
definitely
snap,
flank
you're
with
right.
Claw. Because you
Oh,
only
so
went
close.
10 away, and it takes you could easily get behind.
If only. It was 14 with 7. Dang, I rolled a 1 on the D8 again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, hold on. 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. Plus 3 is 15. Plus 4 is
19.
19 damage.
Oof.
It's alright, and my dagger.
Yep.
Come here. Dash a 5.
Yeah, that won't hit.
Dash.
Are you
I
backing
see
up or are you
it.
staying there?
Oh, wait, no, because Nari's here. Yeah, I'll back up again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, pack tactics active.
Oh yeah, pack them tactics. Let's do it again.
Do you?
First one. Wow, that was really bad. That's only a 10.
Meets it, beats it.
Wow. Okay.
What?
This guy's not wearing armor. I did not describe him wearing armor.
Fair enough.
I just anticipate bears to be. I don't know.
Second one, 15. So,
Both will hit.
yep.
There's a playable rate.
No.
That's gonna be 20. Okay.
He's still up.
20. Yeah. I'm not used to playing Claw.
I don't think he's in
What
the-
about
Yeah.
the-
That's what I was just looking at. Yep.
Okay.
We're good.
The hunter's
Okay.
mark still, or?
Oh, that's just an added damage effect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if it did or not.
So it's his turn. After everything that just happened, he just starts crying. And, like, just kneels on the ground and just starts crying. Does not take action. Does not take reaction. Does not take bonus action. It is John's turn.
John will kind of before I say anything, because I feel like it's only fair. Could I do a history check to see what I know about werebears?
Sure.
Cool. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's only an 8.
You don't know much about this strain of lycanthropy.
Okay. John is going to. He'll get a little closer, not too close, and just sort of. Are you yielding this?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just don't fucking kill me.
John's just gonna like look at the rest of the party and just kind of. And what do you plan to do if we let you go?
I'll just go back into the woods. I'll go full bear.
And you're not going to attack people traveling through these woods anymore.
No, I promise I'll never do it
I'm
again.
gonna insight that.
Go ahead.
22.
This man's scared straight.
John's gonna look at everybody else and just say, I think we've done enough.
No,
But-
trust your judgment on this one.
But we hear more attacks coming. We'll come back.
You're not gonna hear anything. I'm just gonna be a bear and just chill out and eat honey and shit.
Loon will watch you.
Would Claw care about this?
Claw, I feel like she would, but I don't want to speak for the player. Being what she is, though, I could imagine that Claw will probably drop the wild shape.
I feel like she, as like a nature person, I feel like she'd let him live. With like such a pitiful being right now.
That's true.
Maybe. Just because of the whole nature and wild shape concept, that's all.
Yeah, I'll say Claw would. I rolled real well, and so Claw would trust John. There is that natural instinct to be like, "You started this, I'm gonna finish it."
Right.
To trust John. That's that.
Not gonna lie, Typhon was the same, but he was like, everyone's just too cool right now. I'm gonna let y'all do what you want to do.
So he will get up, he will leave his great axe, and he will run into the woods, tearing off his clothes as he fully transforms into a bear.
Well, that was...
That was different.
I don't know much about that strain of lycanthropy. Nariana is a medicine woman. Do you know much about it?
Would I roll history?
You can roll me history or medicine, whatever you'd prefer.
Let's do medicine. That's 21.
21, you've had to deal with individuals coming to Loftwood for, like, treatment of lycanthropy or to seek the ways to mitigate it or work with it for those that their curse is too great to break using your means. You'd understand that if no one who was bit by him is felt like a infection spread like with lycanthropy, it's most likely not. It's a different kind of curse for him, seeing as he bit Claw and Claw is not feeling any different or never felt the need to change. That his feels like it's more of a curse from a
An
powerful,
infection?
yeah, than an infection, yeah.
All I know is his seems more like a curse than an infection. So, I mean, they're not as common as regular lycanthropy, but
Are you capable of removing such curses?
me?
Yes.
Am I? If I catch it early, maybe.
Do you have the spell
Remove
Remove
curse.
Curse?
No.
Isn't there another
I
one?
don't even know if I can get that.
Well, that'd be something on your prepared spell list. I don't think you have it prepared, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't
Off
have
the
it prepared,
cuff
I
you
know that.
can't, but you theoretically could break a curse.
If it came
Um,
down to it, I could remove the curse. I think. I'm looking right now. There's bestow curse.
That's the opposite.
There's remove curse. Yeah, I see it. Okay.
I mean, he's already
Alright.
run off, but
Just me, I say he's fucking gone.
I mean, if we need to come back, well, now we'll just...
And I would need to spend the day to switch my spells anyway, so.
well, if we're back through this area and we see any bears just eating honey, perhaps we can ask.
No. Can we take about 10 minutes so I can heal us all?
Sure,
Yeah, you guys
we
are
can
still
do it in the
traveling.
cart.
So yeah, if they drive, if someone else drives and you do the spell, it would stay with you.
John will drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys continue your day driving.
I'll sit in
We
front
will.
and
You
be
guys will
like-
spend that day, no problem.
Maybe like that's the coolest I've ever seen. Like certain people within the group. First time I seen John fight, and then the pun was perfect.
I don't know why you keep saying it's the first time he's fought, because we've been in combat a couple of times.
We have
Yes. You fought.
without me being taken over.
Well, you haven't
Ah.
seen John be that brutal and just straight up poison a man to death.
that was vicious. This is the darkest that Typhoon has seen the group go, and it was beautiful.
So we are going to pick up in the morning on the
Am I
third
not-
day.
Okay, never mind. I guess I'm not casting this.
You can still cast a spell for you doing it, but for the sake of pacing,
Okay. Well,
So,
yeah.
you're gonna get the spell
So
slot
we'll just
back.
say I did it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we will be back in the morning on the third day, but that will be after we take this break. So
Hey.
be right back, y'all. Don't go nowhere.
I.
For a long time and you've had your legs crossed and they're starting to kind of go to sleep, and then you stretch them out and it's that kind of feeling of release in a sense.
Actually,
Where
I
it just-
get that. That was a really good
Yeah.
way to explain that.
Yeah, where it just feels kind of natural to put your body back to where it's kind of meant to be.
That's kind of badass. I
Thank
look
you.
forward to whatever. Like, is it only a wolf you can change into, or can you change like other things?
Well, from what I've been reading, I could change into pretty much anything that I've seen within certain limitations.
This is gonna be a pretty awesome, like, to see this, because I'm really curious. No, that's a bad idea. Yeah, I kind of wanted to, like, if you turn into a hawk, what would happen? That's not a good idea.
I've
Never
thought
mind.
about that.
Okay, I'm happy I'm not alone in this. It's a little
The
bit
horses will try to kill
chaotic
you.
gremlin.
How about
Well, you could fly above them, technically.
where are what's the setting right now? Are we like
So-
in camp or just walking?
If it's directly in the morning, if we're having this conversation like first thing in the morning, as you guys are getting ready to leave, talking about your wild shape, then technically you could talk to the horses. But I imagine you guys are like doing this, continuing your journey, because currently you are going through a very forested area, and normally without Claw being here, due to it not having any sort of road structure or anything, because no one's really been in this area for over 100 or so years. There are no roads, there's no pathways. The only reason that this cart is able to make it through this woods with any sort of ease is because they have you, who's able to naturally guide and figure out the directions.
Hell yeah, useful
Thank you, Paul.
characters.
Wait until we go to the desert, then you'll be useless.
Then
That'll be
Dragonheart pulls
useless.
his weight.
Oh, and when I wild shaped, did I wild shape to a main wolf again?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Well, if all I've done is a maned wolf, maybe I could try something else while we're on our walk.
What's the favorite animal that you have?
Well, from, again, what I've read, it has to be something that I've seen. I do like cats,
There you go.
but maybe... Okay, I guess I can try to
Or
do a cat.
Bobcat.
Could I do a
That's up to
bobcat?
you.
Oh, you can 100% do a bobcat.
I just throw it like
You're from a forest. They're not hard
Yeah.
to find out there.
They're not hard to find. Okay. So kind of like walk a little bit ahead of the cart and just picture a bobcat in your head and the way that they kind of stalk through the forest and the coloring of them and the way their ears turn and every
You-
little bit that you can think, and then
Wild shape into a bobcat.
and when you see it, it's like if you're watching, it's like one of those things where it's sort of I would imagine that there's a bit of like a weave shimmer as she kind of like
Like
she
the
doesn't, like-
lunar. Yeah, like a,
yeah, she doesn't do the whole thing where it's like and like it's just like a weave shimmer where Claw's standing there and then slowly it kind of like
I imagine like Animorphs a little bit.
you're imagining
Oh,
animals.
God.
Yeah, because like they
Yes.
would go standing and then like bend down with a like a morph type of thing.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
I
would make
guess
sense for the
it's
main
like
wolf
magical
transformation.
essence.
See, in
Yeah.
my head, it's more like Sailor Moon. You twirl around, and the moonlight twirls around with you, and
Magical
I
girl
support that.
transformation.
and your clothes
Mine would
disappear.
too.
And as you spin around in a circle, it's revealed your beautiful bobcat form.
I
Can you
am-
do a pose.
I'm imagining the whole transition is the actual Sailor Moon, where Claw's like wrapped around a what would be a Sailor Scout, and then when it just like does that flash reveal of her, it's not what you saw. It's just the Bobcat.
It's just bobcat. I actually love that,
Tracks.
the magical girl transformation. Like she has to do its little twirl or a little spin and then the paws form and then the ears pop up.
Oh my god,
Oh, boy.
we need to film TikToks
Aw.
now.
Oh God.
Adorable, but in a life or death combat,
It's
Probably not.
distracting.
yeah,
It is distracting. Roll performance for your wild shape.
wild. If you were a bard, druid, multiclass, 100%.
Oh my god.
I would love that.
So yes, you are now Bobcat, just walking in front of the cart.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Just cheering
So
you on.
roll me a d20. Since you're
Okay.
back, we'll have you roll the next d20, and that means finally
Oh.
it'll be Gur at the end.
11.
Well, I gotta be last.
Oh,
feel the love.
11, huh?
Oh. No, I got a 32.
Okay. Get my notes. As you're currently in your Bobcat form for a while, I mean, you have, what, 8 hours with it? Why waste it? This Bobcat just walking along. Eventually, if you get tired, you could easily hop up into the cart and be a Bobcat inside of the cart. I don't think anyone would mind.
I'd try to cuddle you.
I would
wanna
allow the
pet
cuddle.
you if you allow.
So yes, you're getting all the best pets and cuddles in the back. And while you guys are traveling, John, you said you're driving today?
Yes, John will
So John, as you're looking around, you kind of off in the distance in between the trees, you see You're not close enough at this point to the mountain to see just rocks. But you see some sort of stone structure as you're going past, like through the trees. Various stone... Are they pillars? Are they just rocks? Are they what? You can't quite tell until you make your way and you see just a people-sized path. You couldn't take the cart. You could leave it here. It's just not like it's on a road or anything. But there is a small, like, deer path from where as you guys pass into this, and you see a fairly secluded, just the path just lets you see it through the dense trees, clearing. And in the center, relative, are a lot of stone carvings, statues, figures. They are life-size, and they are just showing a variety of depictions of things. Some humanoid, some more beast-like, some static pose, some more action-oriented poses. Yeah, that's what you see at a distance.
John will note that and probably even point it out, but it wouldn't be enough of a cause for him to, like, immediately bowl over. Like, so, you know, he would look back and just say, it's an interesting clearing with some statues over there.
Want to take a break and rest and stretch?
I mean, if you will want to, we can. I'm more or less fine.
I'm fine.
Wait, maybe. I mean, if this area hasn't been touched for 100 years, it's probably a far-fetched thought, but like, maybe there's some like that's kind of an awkward place for statues, right? I wonder if it might be any connection to Teresa. I don't know.
He'll just like
Wow.
turn back and look at you like, what?
I don't know. It's random statues in the middle of a forest. It's kind of weird. I don't know. And
Well,
my head's
meow.
the whole. Yeah.
Yeah, are you interested at all, or are you just...
I was gonna say Claw would meow and hop off the back. And kind of like sit on the side of the road.
And Typhoon.
That's
said
your vote.
he connected the whole like sliver to Teresa.
Well, the claw already popped off, so John will pull the cart over. Just, meow, I'm going.
I hop out, take a pee break, and then I'll explore.
Okay.
I guess we're stopping.
John will stay with the cart because he wants to watch the cart.
That's fair.
Okay. For the sake of this, we can have Teresa and Dragonheart, unless John really doesn't want to go.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's fine.
Yes, they'll watch.
Yeah.
They won't. They'll turn on. Sentry mode activate.
I don't know. After Typhoon brought up that it might be connected to Teresa, who knows how fucking excited she might have gotten.
That's
True.
fair.
Mine actually.
We'll say Dragonheart stays.
He's strong. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. What could
We'll
go
see
wrong?
fire somewhere. Something happens.
Right? Something will happen. As you begin to approach this clearing, it is not any sort of well maintained, in the sense of the grass is grown. There are smaller trees beginning their life, but the clearing is mostly intact. It has neat defined edges with the trees, but like I said, those smaller saplings begin to grow up, so it kind of, there's this growing like height where the center has kind of shrunk slightly, but it is still a well circled area. And as you approach and you look at these statues, they said they are a wide array of beings, a wide diversity between them. You see elf, a dwarf, a human, a dragon, a depiction of a unicorn, some entities you can't quite figure out whether it's because of the depiction that they are or through the years they have worn away. But for the ones that are here and clearly definable, there is an amazing amount of detail within these statues. They're made out of granite. They're nothing exquisite, but they are sturdy and heavy upon your investigation around the area.
When you say really good in detail, like they could have been alive.
You can roll me investigation if you'd like.
I will roll investigation, Medusa.
Can I sniff one of
If
the
I
statues?
100% you can.
And I have a question. Are unicorns real in this world?
Oh, 100%.
Dirty
Okay.
20.
They're not common.
But they're not mythical. They're just
I
fantastic.
mean, they're considered a mythical beast, but they're not like unicorns haven't been seen for thousands of years. It's more of, yeah, unicorns are out there. It's really fucking hard to find them.
Very rare. I got dirty 20.
Dirty 20? No, they seem to be carved.
Okay, I was just checking if we run into anything.
They're very delicately carved.
Would that be perception or investigation?
Whichever one you'd like. And they use your stats unless the animals is better.
Fair.
Okay, let's see. I'll do investigation. Oh. 11.
And you're like just trying to get a general feel for them.
Trying to get a general if I can smell another animal that's been around here, or if they have any kind of scent left on them.
So I will let you know, as being an animal, you don't smell any other animals that have been in the area. Almost as if most animals avoid this. They smell like rock.
The area.
Is there anyone else doing an investigation or anything?
Just looking at them, just admiring them.
Sorry, it's just this kind of grove area that has the statues. We don't see a building or a door or anything.
Mm-mm.
Just this one little area.
Yeah, just this little area, and the statues are in a circle, and they're facing different directions currently.
Currently, that's worrisome.
Is it possible to try and turn one without trying to break it?
That's
Give me
a
sleight of
terrible
hand.
idea.
Sleight of hand, say what?
Oh god, please don't.
Oh
Please
god, that's
don't.
such a high roll. Hold on. What's my plus? It's a 29.
Oh, the
This is
29.
really bad.
You walk over and you notice that the pedestals as you go over, kind of they're old. They haven't been touched in a long time, but with some deft fingers and clearing off some of this stuff, you're able to rotate this and point it however you want to point it.
Hey guys, these things move.
I feel like we shouldn't disturb them.
I mean, nothing's been here for 100 years. I don't think anything is gonna come eat us or. I mean, what's the worst? I actually don't answer that, but
Do you really want to test fate?
Look, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious, and then I'm gonna walk to the center to see what's on the center, on the ground in the center.
Give me an investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Claw walks towards the center and sees.
Oh my god, these rolls are fantastic.
Marks
19.
or...
Yeah, help me. Oh, I got a 19 on my roll, but you can do your sniffy roll, or your whatever roll you're gonna do.
Oh, I got a 19.
Let's go.
Okay, so as you guys go, you do see in the center is a very overgrown at this point, but there is a stone dial at the center. So this fairly large circular stone pad with etched into it just some symbols of the day and night cycle.
I'll meow towards John.
Yeah, and I'll
kind of
tell John what I see.
Could I do either history or arcana to maybe gauge what the purpose of this place would be?
History would do you not so much good here because you're not familiar with this.
Okay.
So Arcana would be your
Arcana.
best bet.
Okay.
Can I ask Teresa for history if she may have done something?
Yeah.
26.
Sheesh.
Okay, with the 26 Arcana. There are many different things that statues like this kind of aesthetic could mean. Could merely be just a ritual or a tradition. It could be some sort of honor or remembrance. But this seems very intricate for something that is overgrown in the area. And there is a bit of a weave happening here. Not only of the weave of the Arcana itself, but a weave connecting the statues in that center dia. Doesn't seem threatening. Not like that weave doesn't feel like it's a powder keg, I should say, in its current form.
John would just say, not entirely sure of the purposes, perhaps ritualistic or tracking, but it's the statues do seem to be connected, at least in an arcane sense.
I wonder what happens if you make them all face the center.
Claw will walk out of the center.
I look at John excitedly.
I don't know what would happen. But I mean, I guess if you wanted to.
Okay, wait, we can start turning them, and then the last one, I'll do it, and everybody stand back just in case. How about that?
Wow.
See? Claw gets it.
Well, I'd like you to explain to me how you're going to help move these statues of Bobcat.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just gonna
Oh.
sit a little bit back.
I
Got
don't
it.
care if anyone actually helps. My point was like that they get away after the last one, or before the last one.
Hey, as you're rotating them, Ty, give me another investigation.
Oh, that one's not as good. 7 plus, I think 1 is my, yeah, so 8.
That's real bad.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
You don't notice anything suspicious or anything interesting as you're turning them.
I just keep going.
I'm gonna insight it. I'm gonna be watching this like.
Insight
hawk-eyed.
will do you nothing.
With a passive investigation of 23, as I'm just watching this. Will that...
Jesus Christ, that's high.
Okay, then investigation, I guess.
Investigation would be insight. It has to have an intent or purpose, and it's a bunch of rocks.
Okay.
So, with a passive, you notice that there's writing on some of these statues.
Typhoon, hold on a second. Do you see the writing?
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. But, hold on, let me read this real quick. Can I read this real quick?
You sure can.
Oh, bet. I didn't know if I could read whatever language it was.
Oh, I wasn't saying you could read the language. I just said you could read what it is.
What language is this?
It is in Sylvan.
What I... Oh, Sylvan? I think this looks... do you guys know Sylvan?
I do not.
That's not one I'm familiar with.
Meow. Meow.
I don't know
you.
what
Cloud
that
came
really
back.
do.
I'll go back to Claw.
Oh, welcome back.
Magical girl transformation.
Except now that I kind of imagine that when you come back, it's a really like visceral experience. It just looks terrible, and then it's just flash, and it's just back to you normal.
Just
Like
me standing there like that emoji.
yeah, the opposite of the magical girl.
Feral girl transformation.
Okay, so you read them.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, it's kind of scratched and taken away. Not all of the words are there clearly, but they do form a semblance of a sentence, and it roughly translates to, let those that embrace the order see the truth within.
I'll share that with the group.
I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't seem bad, so.
It sounds like, I might be speculating. It sounds like kind of a hidden message type thing, like let someone aspire to, or like see the hidden truth within. Like there's an opening in the center, like within the ground. But I could be reading into that.
So is it like kind of one word is written on a statue and that forms a
Yeah.
sentence like that? Okay.
And as you look at the statues, there's a mixture, like I said, of humanoid, of natural, of there's like a human, an orc, a dwarf, a dragon, a wolf, a unicorn, an elf, there's like I said, there's quite a few statues in this ring.
So it's almost feel like very almost like natural-esque type of thing.
Yep.
Like the way life should be in a sense, like peace and whatever.
And is there like one of each? Of like, there's one elf, one orc, one unicorn.
Yeah, there's only one of each depiction, but all can rotate.
Continue.
Should we continue rotating these guys?
I continue rotating.
I'm gonna do an investigation check.
Okay. You just rotating them all center there, Ty?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my investigation was a 13.
That doesn't really help you much.
Yeah, mine too.
Here's 13 as well?
Yep.
How the hell?
Rolled real bad.
Sometimes fate, bro.
Shame you don't have advantage for anything.
Can I do another investigation? I don't know.
No.
Could I
Yeah,
roll
great
for
job.
being a cop?
No.
Can I roll for being Batman?
If someone would like to assist John, I will let John re-roll.
Well, since I rolled as well, would that? Oh, I don't know. Count as assist. I
Technically.
don't know.
One of us assists you. How about that? Just insert.
Claw
name
hasn't
here.
done anything yet. That's why I was...
Yeah. Okay. I'll help investigate. I'll assist.
Got this, John. The spirits guide you.
24.
Yeah.
24. Okay. 24, as you're investigating, is there a particular thing you're investigating for, or...
Well, they seem to really want to know what fucking right way we're supposed to turn these goddamn things. So I
You're
guess
trying
that's
to,
what I'm
so you're
looking
trying to
for.
figure it out. You're trying to break the puzzle.
I'm trying to puzzle the puzzle. Yeah.
As you go around, you see there are the depictions, as you're investigating and really getting a sense for these statues, they are all beautifully made. Some of them more rigid and more unnaturally carved, like the human and the orc and the dragon are all very rigidly carved, while the wolf, the elf, the dwarf, some other ones are they're carved very naturally and like following the flow, as if the person who made them in this way on purpose. It's a stylistic choice to make these statues the way they are.
Try only turning the beasts, not the other
Okay.
ones.
Do the beast. I turned the beast. That sounds weird.
You turn all the beasts. With that, I'll let you know that, like I said, the elf and the dwarf are also smoothly carved.
Okay.
I turned the smoothly carved one.
Do the elf and the dwarf as well.
Okay. Got it, boss.
So as you get ready, as you're turning the dwarf after you've turned the rest of these, you hear a click, a solid and then a softening in the air. And slowly the wind begins to pick up. going outward from the center. Slowly just picking up an updraft before the stone dial in the center begins to turn and click. And as it turns, it's not going like the sun does, and it doesn't turn so the sun would be rising in the east, setting in the west. It is rising in the west, setting in the east. And I need everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I have advantage.
21.
Solid.
13.
Okay,
13.
so everyone but Claw and Nari, you are all like, as the wind picks up and you feel this like of energy as the dial stops and this orb-like depiction of starlight as they begin to pop expands outward. You were all dazed for about 30-45 seconds to a minute as the two of you that are not see a star map. But it is slowly turning and rotating, and then it stops. And in the center where the dial is, as I said, this orb has now gone out, and you're kind of in the middle of this map. Okay. Everything's around you, it's floating around. You see there is an arcane dial that can go forward or backward. And you two are the only two that can interact with it right now.
So we're kind of like in the middle of it, and like in front and behind us is like the star map.
So it takes up roughly the clearing. As you see, all the younger trees that can't withstand the force are broken and snapped.
Nariana will approach the dial and slightly shift it.
Which way?
To the right.
As you shift it to the right, you see things shift and change. And then you notice something as you're looking at it. As you're in this close, it begins to zoom and change and condense itself back down. And then it expands once again. And you're looking at... the moon shouldn't be there yet. That moon's not supposed to happen for another 2 to 3 nights.
Would I roll history to figure out?
Give me an intelligence.
Intelligence? Okay. Which sucks, because it's a -1.
Don't gotta be smart to be a cleric.
17?
With a 17, you see that you're looking at currently, you're looking at a kind of like a celestial calendar.
Okay.
As you rotated the dial forward, you're seeing the area you're currently in the future.
Okay, that makes sense. So I'll rotate it the other direction and see if it's the previous days.
So as you rotate it one click, you will see, and this is around the time your guys' vision comes back. You're kind of like ringing a little bit as you see echoes of yourself rewind, and you guys undo everything you've done, and you see the echoes of these statues. And you leave, and you see your cart off in the distance back up. One day, and you're not there.
Oh.
I'm sorry, did we just time travel backwards? Is that what you're saying?
Saying you just watched yourselves go back. You're still
Oh,
present.
okay. Okay, got it.
You don't wake up and it's the previous day and you're like, what the fuck?
All right.
I think that's an illusion. Or like a visual depiction. That's freaking awesome.
It's like, I guess it tracks who's been here? I don't know.
I guess only within this like orby thing. Wait. Oh no, go ahead.
So if we can see echoes of ourselves having come and gone or not yet come, maybe if we, I guess we could see people that have either passed by or are going to pass by.
Oh, I wonder if it does the future too. I was thinking like, I wonder if we can turn it back around 100 years to where Teresa's from.
Well, it seems to only be affecting this area, right?
Yeah, but I mean, for it to be here in this area, it means that something's up here in this area.
But my point is that we're only going to see the immediate vicinity, and unless you think Teresa was here in this exact spot 100 plus years ago, which not impossible, but probably unlikely, given the fact that she is yet to say that this is any type of familiar to her.
Oh yeah, I forgot I told her I rolled.
But what we could do is potentially look to see who might have created this.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, that sounds cool.
Okay. You're taking that dial as far back as it'll go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You begin to turn the dial, and it goes for quite a while, I will say. And as you do, you guys see and kind of hear this clock-like rhythm of nature. Just every time the sun and moon change, it's like a second on the clock. As you're winding back, and you see a squirrel pop through. You see all in reverse, mind you. At one point, who knows how fast you're going in time. You see some other individuals wearing vastly different clothing than what you've seen anyone wear around the area recently, are looking at the statues, shrug their shoulders reverse, and then like, wow, are like amazed at what they find, going backwards in time. Along the beginning of when you start to go with, I guess, John's passive in perception, or technically Nariana's passive perception.
17.
You both have 17.
Yeah.
You both see just quickly a quick flash. You'd see Baldric show up. There'd be a quick moment where in reverse you'd see him.
John doesn't know what he looks
Yeah.
like.
So yeah, you
So
would
it'd just be Nari.
You would just see somebody in a like a prayer position for a little bit, and then someone leave. Nariana, you would see that as Baldric.
Okay. Well, Baldric's been here.
John
Huh?
thinks for a minute. Was that the gentleman that you were talking about? The one that was on his... player can't remember the words that were used. Like pilgrimage or whatever.
He's on the one in Pilgrim, the one they met in
Mhm.
Loftwood.
Yes, that guy.
The one associated with being the watchdog at the ground.
Correct. Got it. Good to know.
Ah, he really gets around. I wonder what year we're in right now.
Well, I guess I kind of backtracked. I forgot about that point. So that was close to the start when you started rewind.
Okay. Gotcha.
And now you're going. Meow. When you go back, at one point you see, as time begins to pick up, it's harder and harder to see who's been here and when as you're heading to your destination. But you do see a very large, scaly claw at one point disappear, like a dragon-like being. You see various, at a certain point, you see a large platoon of individuals just cut through. They don't touch anything, but you do see, yes?
When do I catch the claw?
Claw
Like as
catch
we're going
claw?
back? Do I catch the claw?
Yeah, I'll say you do.
Can I, when we get to that point, can I have him like try and stop it real quick and go back to that? Or is it just like too quick of a flash?
It is
That
a
was where
very
we
quick
lost it.
flash.
Okay.
So by the time that you notice and you think about it, you're already... You can give... what's your passive? I want to let your... Since you noticed it, give me a perception check as it happens.
Okay. Not one.
It's such a flash, you can't get a sense of what it was.
Okay. I'll just
you're-
keep it to myself then.
Continuing to roll back, you see a platoon of individuals cut through, not really touching anything. And there's this... They seem to be heading from north to south through. As they play in reverse. So they're heading southward. And then you see a large area get filled with smoke, and there's a blaze in the area around, but then it disappears quickly. As you are pushed further and further back in time, eventually you get to a group of very, very nude individuals. Carving.
Not just kind of nude.
Yeah, but not just... No, they're not. They're not modestly nude. And the dial, because it can only record as soon as they finished.
Mm.
So you get back to the, and you see these. If you let the dial begin to play and go forward, John, with your magical sense for this, you see you only maybe have like 5-10 more minutes of this thing's magic activation before it shuts off.
Got it.
You see these very naturalistic individuals. They're very reminiscent of you, Claw. In the sense of they appear to be shifters from long ago. So they are much more animalistic in their look than humanoid. They're kind of like in that werewolf spectrum of... But they're on the coming down from the wolf-like part of the werewolf. Very natural. Some of them have elongated, snouts or natural, like, fur-covered claws. Some have very rough, very hidden scales. You also see some Yuan-Ti and some elven individuals. The elves that you see are old. They're old for elves. But they are finishing up and standing there, and as you see, there is this beam of... It's still shimmery. It's like I said, like a kind of like an echo. This shimmering echo of sunlight comes down and beams into the center of this. And for a brief moment, there is this flash of light before a glowing individual standing in the center of this circle. There's no sound. You see an interaction between this glowing individual and these people. And there is an embrace between them, and a bit of revelry, as this 5-10 minutes begin to wrap up. The being that you see is wreathed in this golden light, wearing beautifully elongated robes. As their glow fades in the few minutes after, they have long crimson hair. And people can give me a religion check if they'd like.
I was just gonna ask religion.
I'll try.
How many of
Yeah,
us?
I'll give it a shot. Yeah, how
19.
many?
What?
How many?
I'd say you technically all could, but I'm gonna give you different information even if you roll
Got it.
well.
Got it.
You guys.
I got a nat 20
Hey,
Nice.
somehow.
14.
Goddamn.
21.
From a nat 1 to a nat 20.
Fair enough.
Right? Like, holy hell.
Well,
As
hey,
it should be.
Hey, this is okay. So when we go through it again, Ty, what'd you get?
14.
Got it. John.
21.
Okay. Nari.
19.
19, and then a nat 20.
Mhm.
So for you, Typhoon, you can surmise with the sun and natural thing, and then the day and night cycle on the stone tablet or on the circle itself. This is some sort of solar deity. You don't quite know which one.
Fair enough.
For the rest of you, well, I'll say for John and Nariana, there was in things. This is where we're gonna divert from normal D&D mythology and religion stuff. Saloon, there are rumors and there are various old texts where Saloon herself did have a family member that was not lunar.
Okay.
There was never quite a clear connection for who she was in relation to Saloon, but you definitely know that this is somewhere in Saloon's family tree, supposedly. For a nat 20 on a religion, we're getting a little wild. This individual, before the magic and everything cuts off, will finish embracing and talking to somebody and then turn to look at nothing, technically, because you're not there. But will turn to look at your space. And there is a sense of regard to whatever that is, whatever they're looking at. They look, and as you turn to look, their eyes are a golden amber, as if the perfect sunny day going off of a field of grain, just that picturesque look of color blend in their eyes. They're very pale, very, very elegant skin and face. The crimson red hair blowing back, kind of with the wind as it picks up, kind of gives that sunburst effect in the wind, in the light behind her. That looks like what Saloon looks like, but slightly different. And you just, for the faintest of moments, feel a resonation between you two. And for the next 24 hours, you have 2 inspirations.
Whoa. Wow.
Nice.
Damn.
Let's go, Claw.
Weird. Okay.
I'm not jealous. It's not like it's my goddess.
It's not your goddess, technically.
I know.
It is,
Sister. What if they're twins? That's crazy.
Wow, that'd be crazy.
Wow.
They're twins, aren't they, Brandon?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh god, I want art of that. That sounded beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like there's just a deep, like, calmness kind of within Claw now.
A lot of warmth.
Mm.
And the magic will come back, and you guys are back at, present, and the sun is very much like, got my eyes.
Wow.
Oh, that was interesting.
That was not what I thought it was gonna be.
That was kind of
But
beautiful.
yeah, honestly, like whoever that person was, that's pretty cool.
Huh.
Oh. Like they're probably like a deity though. But like, do deities live forever, or like, do you think they're gone now?
They would live forever, don't they?
Not necessarily. God can be killed. God can be depowered. God can step down from power. Gods can be forgotten.
But
In
there's
fact-
generally longevity.
Oh, generally, if they're a true deity, they last as long as time itself. If they're a constant force.
Mm.
But as I said, you, Nariana, did not fully recognize this deity.
True.
Well, if they're a deity and they are out there, it'd be really nice, like really cool to meet them and just tell them we saw this. I don't know. I just want to like they're beautiful. That was really cool.
Well, I was probably gonna like jot down notes of what she remembers of the deity in her little notebook,
Got it.
like the hair and the eyes and the feeling.
I will offer to draw also for you. Typhoon dabbles in the artistry sometimes.
Okay.
If you want me to. Yeah. Gotcha.
Just like hands over the notebook.
Excuse
and
me.
I do
Charcoal
the-
or pencil.
I will try my best to like draw it exactly as I saw it.
So here's the question.
Hmm?
Do you guys leave?
I feel like we need to
I feel like I would take it.
do something. Nariana will take a moment and just say a little prayer to Saloon. And then get up and walk back to the cart.
I feel like we should clean this place up a little bit. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not really a holy person or anything. But like, I just kind of saw a deity. I feel like out of respect, should just shape it up a little bit. I don't know. That's just me.
Should we move the statues away from the center to like?
I like re-rotate them so no one activates it.
Maybe.
Up to you
Or
guys.
if they want to be shared. Well, I guess they wouldn't have made it a puzzle. That's fair. Yeah, let's rotate them the way we saw them.
Okay, you guys rotate through, and you definitely put them back in an order, not in, in order of chaos.
Yeah. I don't know why confidence I do it a little bit.
John,
And then I
you...
think as sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was like as I'm moving the statues, if there's like dirt or like plants growing on them or whatever, I'll kind of like brush it away and like clean them off.
Yeah.
John, with your arcane understanding of this a little bit more, you can surmise, just with your passive intelligence and everything, that the reason why you're able to go so far back is because no one's touched this magic in a long time, and it is very solar focused. So it probably needs a lot of time to recharge.
John will mention that, but also not necessarily stop them from turning the statues back.
Oh, no, of course not. It was just more of a, you spent the battery going all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, that makes sense with being kind of like a sun goddess person.
Okay, so
That
you
was
guys
really good.
clean up the area, set everything back to a relative order and chaos, and you continue on your journey.
I
Can I
want this
do-
thing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I do one more like investigation of like the brush or surrounding areas to see if there's anything that like got dropped or anything? Any collectibles?
Any
Give me
goodies?
investigation.
I
Okay.
hope.
Well, Claude does have an inspiration, so
There's fair.
Inspiration does I forget how you play
You
that.
just you just do another die roll, gives you advantage.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll do it. Oh. 7 plus 4, 11.
That's with your advantage, or do you not use it?
That's with the advantage. I got a 5 and a 7.
Oof.
Oof.
With that, you don't really find anything, no.
Okay. If there's a flower, I'll pick one for Teresa.
Oh yeah, Teresa would definitely help. Like, yeah, definitely let you help find a flower and press that down. You guys find one that is. I mean, it's getting, like I said, later in fall, so the flowers are getting harder and harder to find. But you do find one that kind of has this like orangey, starbursty pattern.
Ooh.
I was gonna say this out loud out of curiosity to see if it affects anything, but he also means this as a sentence, as in, I wonder what the saying, "Let those embrace the order, see the truth within" means. Because like the order doesn't that mean like an organization of people? Also, verbally, does that affect anything? Or maybe it has to be in Sylvan.
Doesn't affect anything as you say it, no.
I still ask the question.
I'll try saying it in Sylvan.
That happens.
I
Alright.
meant about the order, but that works too. Maybe there's like more of these around the world, or maybe the Slither. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
Would be. You guys clean up and continue on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A few more days will pass. You guys will
Nice
have
and honest.
no issues. Finally. Your turn.
Okay.
Roll me a d20.
Finally. make me go last.
Don't you guys had every opportunity to figure out who went first, second, and third. You
I was the first one who gave you a response to encounters, so
I was last and I got to go first.
reverse order.
12.
We already had 12, so roll again.
10.
Oh my god, you guys have literally
Scoped out the middle.
yeah. I kinda okie day.
Is it beach day? Is it beach day? Is it beach day?
Beach day.
I feel like that would
You
be
come
number
across
one.
the beach.
You come across a beach. You are getting to the point where on the map, I will show you as you guys have continued along this far. You guys have definitely over the past week have made your way through and are now cutting this way. You guys easily made your way over. There are many different spots where trees have fallen, and there's a part where you could go. You take the cart across where it's not as tumultuous, especially if you guys went close to the tracks. There's a small bridge there. Now you guys are heading out, and you're heading up towards Dramic. You're starting to leave the forest area.
This way.
And
Question. Oh,
yes,
sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was just saying, just the way the map is to get into Dremic. Is it like, do we have to go through this mountain, or there is like
No,
a
there's
clearing?
a small way coastal
Oh, to go on the outside. Okay, I was just curious.
to get up to Dramic.
Okay.
So, yes, you rolled a 10.
I did.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
No. I don't know how I feel about this now.
As you're going and getting closer to around here, where the I couldn't draw it, but the river does get, go underneath. There's like this land where they've built a land bridge with the river goes through an aqueduct underneath. So you guys are passing over this land-like bridge next to the tracks, just far enough out of way where no one would really pay you any mind if the train. Also, the train's going super fast, anyways. But you're not at a risk where you are, and you find sitting feet over the edge, a little girl. You guys are rolling up. Who's ever driving would notice them, or whoever's driving and the passenger would notice her first. She's just sitting there looking down, looking down at the water, letting her feet dangle.
John would.
Are we... Go ahead.
Oh, I was
We
gonna
all-
say I'm kind of assuming that John's still driving at this point.
Yeah,
so-
sure. That's how we want to do it.
Yeah. So John will like stop the cart, and just kind of like, excuse me.
Huh?
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Are you alone out here?
No. My mama and my papa are somewhere.
Oh. Do you know where?
No. They told me to sit here and they'll be right back, but they haven't come back yet.
John's just gonna like, oh, what's your name?
My name is Isabella.
Isabella, it's nice to meet you. He'll kind of like, he's gonna say it loud enough so that everybody else in the back can kind of hear what's going on. My name is John. I'm a guard. Do you know what that is?
A guard? Yeah, you're one of the helper people.
Yes, that's right.
My mom says to be scared of you.
Well, sometimes, but you're not in trouble. You haven't done anything wrong. I'd like to help you find your mom and dad.
That'd be nice.
As I kind of like look around the area, I'll kind of just say, I have a friend who's very good at finding things in forests, and I think that she would be able to help you. Would you like to meet her?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Claude, do you mind coming out and saying hello?
Claude's kind of been like peeking out, like looking at what's going on, and then when she gets called out, she'll just like cautiously approach.
And this little girl, she has auburn hair. Currently, it's in 2 pigtails. She has like a little stuffed teddy bear with her and like a bag next to her. Her clothing is made for being outdoors. It's not like anything. She's not under or overdressed or anything like that. She right now her face is pretty muddy. She's like, "Wow, you have such pretty hair."
Oh, hello, child. Thank you,
My name's Isabella.
Isabella. That's a nice name.
Thanks.
So-
I sometimes go by Izzy.
Oh, okay. I'm Claw. Nice to meet you. Uh-huh. Rawr. Okay. How long have you been out here without your parents? Like, has a night gone by?
4.
Or 4 nights?
No. Hours.
Oh,
Thank God.
okay. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'm good at finding things in forests. Do you know which direction your parents went?
They went that way and points up the river closer to the coastline.
Okay. What do they look like? Is she a human?
Yes.
Are they humans too?
No. Well, my dad is.
Oh, okay.
My mom's a trident. Triton. Triton.
Okay. Huh. Right. Then she'll turn to John. I guess if you guys just want to stay here with her for a little bit, I'll go try and track them and see if I can find where they went.
he'll
I'll
kind of
go
like.
with you.
I say, do you want to put Constantine on them, just in case?
Well, I was gonna say if you want, I'm sure that Constantine could potentially help keep an eye out, but I mean,
Oh, a healer would be good in case anything happened.
do you also want to go with him?
If you want me to, I can.
You all Dragonheart will be like, as much as I want to help a little girl. You know what, Teresa, you stay. Teresa's like, okay, that's probably smart. So, if you all want to go, Teresa can stay.
Well, I was thinking about staying here with her because
Ah,
John's considering keeping the child safe. Not.
yeah. So
And
then
it's kind of like guard mindset.
we'll
Yeah.
split 3-3. Then Dragonheart will stay with, and so Claw, Ariana, Typhoon,
And Teresa.
y'all.
Oh no, Teresa said, just kidding.
Yeah, Teresa. So it's you three. We'll head out towards.
And this is how John and Dragonheart set up the soccer tournament because John will be like, "Have you ever played soccer before?"
I was gonna mention like
Just-
we'll have a soccer ball and some cards if y'all need it.
Right. And then that begins the Dragonheart John back and forth. Yeah.
So cute, actually. I love that.
Okay, so roll me a survival, and you are just on the cusp, so you do get your area advantage help. So you don't. This is days up, so technically you don't have your inspiration anymore, but
Okay.
you get your survival plus additional proficiency.
Okay, cool. Damn. Alright, let's go. Ooh. 22.
So with the 22, you're looking around on the other side of the tracks. You guys wait to make sure the train isn't coming scurry across. And you're with a 22, you do find a smaller cart, almost if like a hand cart. Wheel tracks and some footprints going up the riverway for a little bit. Before you follow that trail, and you go for about an hour before you find the cart in disarray off to the side on the shore bank. On the bank, yeah, say on the shore bank, yeah.
Oh. Can I kind of go through it and see what was in the cart?
Yeah. We can take 20 on that if you want to take 20.
And while she does, I just gonna look around, just the general area where we're at, see if I see any movement, any blood, like anything around us.
So roll me perception. Gur, what do you have Nariana do?
Same thing. She's checking the area, seeing if there's any sign of life.
So if one of you wants to give me investigation, the other one wants to give me perception, and then I'll go through what.
What's
Claw
your
finds.
perception and investigation?
My perception is +7. My investigation is -1.
The wisdom character is going to be good
Alright,
at
I'll
that.
do an investigation. You get the perception. Oh, bet.
Oh,
19.
not 20.
Oh.
Damn. Y'all are like, I see everything. You can hide nothing from me, DM.
I have the peepers of a hawk. Oh wait, don't say that though.
Horses just bust through and starts trampling Typhoon. So we'll go in like reverse order a little bit. Claw, what you find? You find various clothing, some finer than others, some more worn. About a month's worth of rations and various food. And you find a bag filled with about 1,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
Interesting.
I'd probably collect all of it and put it back into the cart.
Okay. In the cart, you find there is, by taking 20 and like really investigating the around, there are blood trails inside this cart.
Oh. Like inside? Like,
Mm-hmm.
does it look, do I see any like source or do they go off the cart or?
It goes off the cart. It drags off the cart onto the ground, where you do find the blood trail goes. And with investigation from Typhoon, investigating the area, you also find this blood trail.
Mhm.
And it goes to the river. With a perception out of the wazoo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You find, looking around, broken branches and what appears to be close to the area a hunter's nest, like a little nook in the top of like a, you can just see it from where you are. It is a hunter's blind up in the top that was quickly abandoned, bursting out towards where the cart was.
Can I see if there's anything in the hunter's nest?
Yeah, from if you want to climb up there, you can, or you can see
I'll
that
climb up there.
it looked like someone was doing a stakeout here for a little while.
Mm.
All right, I'm also gonna scan the area around and see if I can find any bodies in the water, or that floated down river or whatnot.
So yeah, the river's moving, so you wouldn't see anything in there. It's going. You do see, even up in the top, you can see the whole scene now that you're having a semi bird's eye view. Is that the path you were on? The handcart was going steadily, and then it very abruptly was turned, flipped, everything spilled out. The blood on the inside, makes sense that somebody was in the handcart being pulled and then shot, and it caused the whole thing with their body weight to turn and rotate, and then it went towards the water.
Does it, the amount of blood, does it look like it's from like two people or one person?
Give me survival.
I mean, one of them's a Triton. Maybe they got to the water and was able to get away.
Dirty 20?
The dirty 20. It looked like a pretty fatal amount of blood, but it looks to be like one humanoid's amount.
Okay. Oof.
How deep is the water, by the way?
It does slope into a full river.
So it's probably fairly deep.
How strong is the current?
At this point, a strong swimmer could get across, no problem.
So with me and my being able to go under and everything, I should be fine.
You will get, I mean, you're not super strong per se, but you wouldn't drown.
Like I can breathe underwater.
Yeah. But you can't, if the current still has physical force on you, so.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, if I'd be able to, like, check out if I see anything near the bottom or anything. But if
Yeah,
would I
you could
be
definitely
able to do that without getting swept away completely.
With your investigation, closer to the more shallow side where the river's not as wild and wicked, you do see that there is a locket
Okay,
on a rock.
check out the locket.
Look at the locket. It is a drawing. It is a beautifully sketched family portrait. It is the little girl, a human man, and a Triton woman.
Can you remind me what a Triton is? Are they the ones that are the water ones, or are they?
Yeah.
Okay, they are the water ones.
They're the mer people that.
Mer people.
Yeah.
I thought so. I just making sure. That makes up with someone else.
Could I, like, wild shape into, like, a crocodile or something? And try to search the water?
Yeah, I don't think a croc's outside of your CR range.
And before you go in, I just want to say this thing. I think that's kind of odd. Is like whoever attacked them is not a typical bandit. They're
Yeah, they didn't take
targeted.
the money.
Exactly. This is a targeted attack. So if you are gonna go in, just be careful, or I can help you with backup. But then Ari's by herself also.
Mhm.
That'll be okay.
I'm gonna stand by the water so I can see you, and then I can hop in if needed. And then I'm also near Nari in case anything comes out of.
Yeah, if a brown bear is a CR1, crocodile is a CR1.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes.
Yay,
can-
circle of the moon.
For all intents and purposes, you can wild shape into a crocodile or an alligator if you would so want.
Okay, quirky, mate.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do I shall go to the edge of the water and turn into a crocodiliad.
You go in. You're very red. You're very deep, dark, reddish green crocodile. Is your hair? Your scales on this crocodile are very draconic.
Hmm.
That's badass.
And you go in, and as you're looking around, give me perception.
My perception or the crocodile perception?
Technically, it's you. You take, as a wild shape, you take the physical stats, you keep your mental stats. So you keep charisma, intelligence, wisdom.
Gotcha.
Unless
Okay,
you want to
cool.
use their senses more.
Let me see.
I don't think crocodile has a stat block.
I found one, but the wisdom's 0, so I'll take my perception.
Yeah, it is probably smart.
18.
Nice.
Okay, with an 18, you, as you're going around, there is an interesting thing as you get deeper into the river. It gets pretty damn deep. But you, being a crocodile, you're able to like power through and use and swim just fine. And you see just what appears to be just barely a humanoid-sized hole that goes under into the bank and under the ground a little bit.
I will. Can I fit?
Be a tight squeeze, but yeah, you could.
I'll try. I'll try
Okay.
to fit.
Yeah, you and begin to work and for no pun intended, claw your way up the tunnel. And as you do, you notice that the water is getting less and less as you begin to slowly slope up slightly. You are down deep enough where there are a couple feet in between, where you went in and where you're, going the level of land. You go up and you begin to smell blood.
Okay. I'll keep going, but I'll try and be like kind of stealthy about it.
Roll me stealth.
Okay.
Now this uses a crocodile's modifier. It's
Okay.
dexterity. So you use the dex.
11.
So you use the dex in this. So
Cool.
I think you can still use your proficiency. So it's whatever their modifier is plus your proficiency, since you're proficient in it.
Oh, okay. Then
14.
14, yeah.
With a 14, you kind of like slowly make your way up. It's kind of dark, but as you get closer to this tinier, etched out, seem to be molded area, you see a woman like desperately trying to stabilize a human man.
Hmm. Let's see. Okay, so I can wild shape twice. All right. I will. I'll unwild shape. And try to just. Okay, how do I do this? I'll just kind of call out. Excuse me, I don't mean to be intruding.
As you look around, the woman will draw a knife. Stay back.
Hands up. I'm sorry. Is she a Triton woman?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Is there anything I can do to help? I met Isabel, and I want to make sure everything's okay.
What'd you do with my daughter?
She's safe. She's waiting for you. She's with my other party members.
She immediately look, what my husband did was wrong, but we don't deserve this.
I'm not judging. I just want to know if I can help him at all.
Roll me persuasion.
Okay. Ooh. 10.
With a 10, it's not great there.
No.
She is very cautious and wary of you. Why do you want to help us?
I saw the scene where there was blood, and I just want to get you back to Isabel.
She'll just back up slightly. If you do anything threatening, I will gut you.
I believe you. Okay.
And you look, this gentleman here he is dressed in very fine adventuring, like outdoorsy clothes. You see he has 3 arrow holes in him, as well as he has a large gash going up his arm, as if he tried to stop, shield himself, and a sword went.
Okay. I will try to help stabilize him.
You can use magic, you can use medicine.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Depends on what you
I'll
got
cast
prepped.
Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. Cast Cure Wounds.
I forgot you had that.
I know.
Yeah, I was
forget
wondering.
too.
I was like, "There's a healer. I don't know if you have abilities, but just in case." But I didn't know you had that.
Yeah, Claw has 1 heal
the-
spell.
I was so
9.
concerned.
I have 1.
With a 9, you do heal quite a bit of damage. He still is injured, but he's very much no longer on death's door.
Good, you can get him to me now.
Let's see. I'll also cast Good Berry
Ooh.
and give him the 10 berries.
You know,
Just,
he has
like,
10
shove
days
them in
worth
his
of food.
Perfect.
And he gets
Awesome.
technically 10. He gets one health per berry, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets 10 more health, and he's also incredibly full.
Can't move.
You've now over-encumbered his stomach.
I'm trying to help out.
Thank you. I owe you a great debt.
It's no problem. How'd you guys get in here anyway?
That would be my stunning wife. See, she'll turn. I'm gifted in some arcane magics. I normally don't do much. I'm just the housewife. You're so modest.
Okay. Well, you feeling better?
Much, much better. You'll see as you're now getting a better look at him. He is salt and pepper. He's in his mid-50s, it looks like. He's older. You do not see, when you look, you see a resemblance to him. You do not see any resemblance to her. You have met a family with stepchildren before. So you would infer this is similar to Dragonheart.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not gonna ask what happened. I'll just hope you guys get back to Isabel.
Before we go, was there any orc individual waiting for us up top?
Not that we saw. We just found your cart and the blood and everything.
Your plan worked, dear. And he'll like caress her face. Your plan always works.
You guys are sweet. Okay.
And they will head out with you. You'll see she will cast water breathing on her husband. Do you wild shape? Or technically water breathing can affect you too.
Oh, okay. If it affects me, then I don't have to wild shape.
She doesn't have to wild. She doesn't have to do it herself. She just casts on you two.
Cool.
So yeah, you don't wild shape. You do come out and you do like immediately. She'll tell you, when we come up, you're going to have to swim very, very hard to get back to the bank where we were, because you're on the opposite side of where you went in.
Okay. I'll swim my little heart out.
So give me athletics.
Okay. It's 14.
Yep, that's good enough.
Cool.
I need to roll for him. Yeah, he's fine. You guys will swim and you guys will come up. You guys will kind of take like as much as you can as you come out. You'll kind of go down because you don't have to worry about, air. You go down and try and like cut through like the rushing part and try and do a dip and use momentum to like push yourself up. You're slightly downriver from where you were, but you all three. So after about say like 10-15 minutes, Typhoon and Nari, you will see Claw come up
Mariana.
with... Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Mariana's just a deep sigh of relief.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to go in there for a second.
I was worried.
The woman
she
will
found me.
immediately stop. Are these your friends?
These are my friends. Yes, you're safe.
She'll put down her
I will.
dagger.
I found your locket, and I'll give it to her, I'm assuming.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
And they will do a quick look around. We need to get back to Izzy. Yeah.
We have some
Yes,
friends
please.
looking over
Hmm?
her. I said we have some friends looking over her.
Oh, very good, very good. Hopefully that orc fellow doesn't come back. Hopefully he fell for it and went downriver.
Do you need more healing?
I'm fine. I'm also good now. I'm very, very full. And you guys will head the hour trip back to across the tracks. You guys will see them in the distance approaching. A man pulling a cart. The wife is now sitting.
I'm gonna do it for her.
Oh, you're gonna pull it for him?
I mean, he's still he's not fully healed still, right?
No, he's a little bit, yeah, not
Yeah,
fully, but he's good
I'm
enough.
gonna do it for him. Yeah.
I don't
mess
She
with
is
whatever
sitting
you're talking
in the cart as you're pulling it.
I'm not gonna say anything about that aspect.
But he will walk with you, and you will see them all. And as soon as they make eye contact with Izzy on the other side of the tracks, she'll hop out, and they'll both sprint over and fully embrace, and she will just start weeping. Thank you all so much. I don't know what we'd do without you. We were on our way to Brahm, and we had the sense that we were being followed and tracked, but we didn't realize that that was part of the plan, and we went directly to where they wanted us. I said Brahm, I meant Dramic. Sorry. We're on our way to Dramic.
Where are you coming from?
Coming from Korchek.
Oh.
Well, we're also headed to Dramic. Maybe you could follow or go with us.
If you would like. We don't want to be a burden or anything.
It wouldn't be a burden.
No.
We're all going in the same direction. There's safety in numbers.
Well then, the mother will lean down. Sweetie, we're gonna get there faster. That's good. Yeah. But that means we gotta get on a boat faster. It'll be fun.
Boats are fun.
Boats are a lot.
Not that I've ever been on one, but they sound fun.
I've been on one.
John will
Long
clock
time.
the boat thing. Because he thinks that's weird.
Oh, I just said like where are you guys headed? I was like, all right, cool.
We're headed just over to Planetara for a little bit to see some of my family.
Insight.
I say insight.
Sure.
Uh, 19 for me.
25.
Okay. 1925. She's not lying. She is
She's not telling
saying
the full
they're
truth.
going to go. Yes, there was a hint of they're glossing over the details.
They're running from something.
Well, yeah, I would imagine so. I'm not gonna talk about it.
And we're going to end tonight's session with you guys continuing to go. Unfortunately, you cannot take the hand cart, but they can unload their stuff into your cart, and now your cart is very full.
I say with the hand cart, could we just tie it to the back?
It has a different. I mean, you could try. It's
I don't
not
know
so
how
much.
a hand cart looks.
I'm imagining that the size difference between a hand cart and a hauling cart are quite significant.
Yes, it would be very weird and hard to do.
I mean, I've seen RPGs pull little cars, but fair.
Yes, modern technology, modern solutions.
This thing doesn't have like
no.
a hitch. No,
yeah,
the hand
yeah.
cart does not have a hitch.
We have until recent. No kidding.
That's
True.
that's fair. You do have to. Yeah.
Not meant like she could make a hitch, but I'm joking. 100%.
She rolled poorly. She does not make one.
Like she broke it.
Guys, I made one. Damn it.
Damn it.
The tickles.
Alright. I like
So
it.
yes, that was we're going to end tonight's session with you
Sweet.
guys being only a few short days away from Dramic. I mean, from where you are now, the pace is going to be a little bit easier because there's not as many trees. There's some rocky, craggy areas, but there's not much stopping your cart from moving at a decent pace, even if you're going over natural terrain. I'd say you guys, that only took from Brahm to where you are now, that only took a little under a week, took about 6 days.
Hmm.
So I did say it's going to take about a week and a half. So you have about, 5 to 6 more days left.
I say at some point I know I do want to talk to them a little bit about them trying to get on a boat. and
Yes,
all
we can
that.
definitely pick that up next time
All right, cool.
with you guys, with everyone. Hopefully in 2 weeks, everyone being here to have a fun conversation with this family. So I'm gonna start hitting buttons. Merksy.
Whoa, what up?
Mercy.
I'm Merksy. You can catch me right here every day, merking it out, merking it up, merking it in. Not really. I won't be here every day.
Every day? Holy shit!
Let's see. So what do we do today? Today we play D&D. Next week, though, there is no D&D.
I'm
Sad.
sorry.
Boo.
Big sad.
But we will be back on Friday, the 15th of September, so you can feel free to catch us back then. Also, no DC by night on this weekend or next weekend. But
Sad again.
we will be back again on the 17th, so feel free to check that out. Other things that you can check out, the RPG table. We're going live with Season 6 of Chicago by Night, either on the 16th or the 23rd, so I'll be posting about that sometime in the next couple weeks. Outside of that, I think that's about everything that I got, so yeah.
Anything else from the
Yeah.
Peanut Gallery?
Join the Discord and watch chaos unload, whatever the word is.
Join the
Unfold,
Discord.
that's
Let's
the
be
word.
active.
Ensue.
They say
Ensue,
more we
yeah,
get, more
yeah.
people active, we can start doing more community stuff.
Yeah.
Yay, community stuff.
Be sure to like and subscribe on our YouTube.
Yes. The Ubtubs.
Do we have a TikTok?
No, we didn't have a formal TikTok. We need
Okay,
to.
We
have-
check out on Twitter.
Take it
There
out
we
on
go.
Twitter. I'll say TikTok, if anything, will be a clip,
On Redbubble.
clip thing. Yes, and our Redbubble and our merch store.
Don't donate, buy stuff. That way we all win.
There we go.
Check out all the socials.
Take all of them. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.